everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. I'd like to thank Pretty Lady 291 for a 9-month resub. Thank you very much. And Tim 40361 with a 9-month resub. Thanks, Tim. Hi, Hazel. Hello. I'm here. I have coffee. I have a cat that I'm sure will drive by shortly. She doesn't stink bomb first. How you guys doing? Make yourself, I hope you feel better soon. Strep throat sucks. Hi, Hazel. I mean, you know that. You don't need me to tell you that. You are well aware right now. It is time rift o'clock, but I feel like time rifts are just one thing too many for me right now. Well, maybe not just one thing. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you. And I lately have been kind of doing this thing where I really want to be Mog collecting, but there's a lot of different ways that you can Mog collect, and they're all kind of, you know, sending their laser beams at my brain at once. And then there's also like Whelp Daycare and, you know, Karakta, and I have too many things to do. Is this, oh yeah, there's going to be a weekly, that's right. Also, I got 3. I got rep 3. I suppose I'll try and make it in it for at least the boss. This has got a couple minutes left on it. Although, this doesn't seem good, doesn't it? 7,500. That's okay. The boxes are they're just boxes. So, my thinking was that the last thing that all the things random told me to get was Sister Svalna's Schmangenhelm from 10-man normal ICC. It's a leather helmet that is the neutral version, like the not class specific version of the Druid Lasher Weave tier helmet. And I still don't have it despite my best efforts last week. So I can run several leather characters through that raid again to try to get that one specific piece. Hello! Welcome. You want to say hi to the people? Hi, sweetie. You're so cute. So my thinking was that I can run a bunch of characters through to try and get that. After that point, oh, I'm in healing spec. After that point, I really couldn't decide whether. I think what I would do is I would redo all the things random with the caveat that I'm allowed to re-roll it if it's something like PvP. Bruce the First, thank you very much for giving out a gift sub. MacBook keyboard finally kicked the bucket and now attempting to watch from the gaming laptop. Pardon any typos. Of course. Don't forget the alts. Blind cat will drive by later is a sentence that concerns me no matter how I interpret it. Hi, sweetie. Good morning. I know, I slept in. I apparently managed to turn off my alarm without waking up, which is concerning. That's usually a good sign that you need to move your phone or whatever your alarm system may be. Because if you can do it in your sleep without really having any recollection of the event. I haven't resolved the paradox. I really should have been been in a DPS spec for this, but that's okay. Another minute, it'll kick us into the boss room anyway. I do plan an A. You can ask chat for something horrible to go after. That is where I use my favorite phrase, which is no thank you. I think that one of the things, and this is like a weird, I don't know if it's a weird control thing for me or whatever, but one of the things that makes Mog hunting fun for me is if I decided I wanted the thing and take on the grind for myself. It's like having someone else assign you to do dishes or clean your room versus you being like, yeah, I am going to do that independently and on your own. One of them feels satisfying and exciting, and the other one feels like having your teeth removed. Charge my phone in another room. Had to get an actual alarm clock instead of using the phone. This is the first time I've ever like flat out turned it off and then fallen back asleep properly. I've turned it off before and then kind of like laid in bed waiting for the magic thought that turns me into a better person. But this is the first time I actually fell asleep while waiting for that, I suppose. You go here and then maybe you... Oh, I am confused. Oh, there we go. Did the thought come? No, it never does. It's a total trap. I know this. We're going in? We're going in. Make an alarm clock that launches a device in the air until you find where it landed, return to the clock. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just need to maybe move where my phone is charging so that I have to get up. Because then if the rule is that you don't lay down after you're like fully standing up, then I think that would do me a lot of good. Assuming that I can follow my own rule. I've got a bit of a weak point in my character where I don't respect my own rules. Where do you get your cool shirt? Love the fish. Oh my, thank you. All of my coolest shirts are all secondhand. So this one I got from a vintage reseller that was posting it on Etsy, I want to say. I think they were based out of Toronto. I don't know why that's relevant. Recon Bravo, thanks for the raid. Welcome, guys. Recon Bravo. You can Wallace and Gromit it. They have one that will run away from you if you try to hit snooze. It's the funniest thing ever. I appear to have found myself in an instance, for whatever reason, where I am alone. And as powerful as I am item level 443. I don't think I can do this alone. I am not specking Augment. No, I was just switching back to... Oh, oops. Devastation used to be on the right, I think. Maybe not. Zone out and back in. Okay. Maybe I'll try that. Because I didn't have... I think I showed up too late. Was one of my problems. Well, I don't know how to zone out. I feel like the portal spawns later. Maybe you have to go back over here. This might not be the day for me to have this time rift. Hi, baby. Kitty, you know what we need? Hi. We need to drink more coffee. Alarm goes off. Bed flips you out into your clothes onto the dining table while toast and eggs are cooking. I also need Ponga from 101 Dalmatians to turn on my shower and fetch the newspaper for me. Literally never seen this, even if you... Suddenly, the boss will be dead? Yeah. I've seen this on PTR. I've just somehow managed to get my own private personal shard. Enter the time rift in the center of the reservoir. Yeah, because it has a couple minutes left. I guess I can't mount. I can mount. I just didn't want to... didn't want to jump. What's the rifts about? How you do them? The rifts are a source of sort of alt catch-up gear, but then a lot of cosmetics. You show up to Tierhold Reservoir, and there's a little horn of the map just east of Eldraken. You can do it on the top of the hour, every hour. And you do a bunch of different tasks, and then you fight a boss. It walks you through the whole thing. It's very much like other invasion events like this, really. And then you're hoping for drops, and you're also getting a currency that you can use to purchase the cosmetics, and there's something that you really want that's not dropping, or, you know, if you do enough of them to just buy all of it. Hello! Hi! Are you not getting enough pets? Is that it? Are you telling me you haven't watched Wallace and Gromit? I mean, I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna keep my secrets, but it is true. I have not seen Wallace and Gromit. I have seen Chicken Run by the creators of Wallace and Gromit. I have seen that on numerous occasions. I love it very much. I think that's a Rube Goldberg machine. I absolutely adore Chicken Run. W&G worth watching. Hi. I don't want to tank him. No, thank you. This is not the run to be, there's like, I zoned out and back in, and we got all of two other people in here. Alright. Am I still spec'd into Landslide? That might be handy. Nope, doesn't affect any of this. Alright. I've used my health pot already? Question mark? No, we can use the... Nope, that's not a health pot. Where are my health potions? Usually they're on my bar. Alright. So few people in your time rift. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it. It's not necessarily better. It's not going great. Hi, kitty cat. Alright. I just need to, like, not get aggro, but that's kind of tough when you're awesome. Yeah, I know. I know. Could be worse, could be okay, that's true. This one, I think, actually has a chance of happening. Hi, Katie, what if you stayed here and hung out with me? Here, I'll catch up on pets. Whoa, whoa. Here you go. Can I play with one hand? Tab target. There you go. Evoker tank. Hi. Oh man. So how was your Monday, Tuesday, everybody? How was your Hazel weekend? I got a Chronospire that I think I already have. That's just a piece of catch-up gear. And I also got a time capsule that I can use to buy a different piece of catch-up gear. No items. And I didn't get any bags from the actual rift because there was like nobody in my shard. But, you know, I should have some flakes for the weekly at least. 5 of us doing baby Murloc thing. It takes like 7 minutes. Pretty clutch. I'll allow myself to ask for attention from myself just this once. Oh, of course. I'm so sorry I missed it. Marmo with a 50-month resub. It's a 50. 50. Yeah, thank you very, very, very much. Holy moly. Got Lich King ones, just one other person today. Yeah, I think that's not doable. I think you would need to be one of those people that solos raids and is like set up to do such a thing. Okay, I got an Encapsulated Destiny. I got some Soradormi rep. We can have some fragments. Yeah, sure, chuck that on. Chuck that on. I'm not gonna wait for a rep buff. You leaving? Hi. Yeah, I know. I'll miss you. I think she's fired up today because I slept in. Hi. I know our schedule is a big mess. We gotta do better today. She's purring but also angry. Are we the chat? Nutties, nutters, or squirrels? I would err on the side of squirrels, but you get to name yourself. Don't let me tell you who you are. I like to think of myself as an experienced advocate. How was my Monday and Tuesday? It was nice. It was relaxing. The weather kept me not completely indoors, but I definitely didn't like go out and do any big adventures. I did small home-based adventures, and then I got halfway through making cookies. I have gingerbread dough in my fridge. It's very chilled by now. It shouldn't spread at all. I need to actually make those cookies at some point because they won't last forever. Things just kept coming up. I always get a seasonal craving for Christmas gingerbread cookies in the summer. I think it's just because I love gingerbread cookies, and one season a year is not often enough for me, but I also don't need them all the time. So usually somewhere in the June to August range, I start to crave gingerbread again, and I'll do like my midsummer gingerbread batch. No fishing, no. Unfortunately. I keep saying, well, next week I have to go, and I've said that for like 4 weeks running. What do I want to buy here? Doesn't really matter. We're just kind of collecting mogs. Yeah, give me the chess piece. Sure. Alright, well, that's an appearance. How many appearances do I have? Well, that's the Eldrazus. Let's see here. I have all the things. So 65.86%. That would be for main mode only, for Evoker. Those are all the things that I could wear on my Evoker. If we're looking at account-wide, which I have a handy keybind for now, we are at 53.23. Somewhere in the range of 53k of 100k things. If I get to pick, then I'm a squabbit. Have you tried the ones from the WoW cookbook? I've tried a lot of things from the WoW cookbook. I don't remember if I ever just made the cookies. Especially the gingerbread, because I love my gingerbread recipe. It's a family recipe, and it's the one I have all the nostalgia for. So I don't see why I would ever make any other gingerbread, because I love this one. When I want gingerbread, I have this very specific recipe in mind. All right, let's take her back to Veldraken. I have like half of a whelp daycare quest that I started yesterday. And I should probably, I didn't finish it yesterday. I should go do it now. Otherwise we're really never getting these whelps. But after that, it's transmog farming time. Like a nice crystallized ginger ice cream for the summer months. I'm not turning my oven on. That's fair. Can be catalyzed for LFR tint. Then you upgrade to 415. Get normal tint. Clever. Do I have catalyst charges? Probably. My Evoker needs to make something. I have 7 aspects crests on her. I have I'm sure Sparks of Shadowflame. There's one, and then I bet you I have another one or pieces of it or something along those lines buried in my bank somewhere. So it's really not a problem. I just don't know what I'm gonna make. I guess you just find any slot that you don't have a 447 in, and then you just make yourself a 447. I could probably stand to, because I have 5-piece tier, I could probably stand to look through and find the piece that has the worst stats on it, and then craft a piece in that slot. It might be chest piece, because chest is Versa haste. But my problem is that my tier chest, has like giga avoidance on it, which is kind of cool, and I kind of don't want to take it off, even if it is Versa haste. You know, it's not like those stats are life ruining for me. They're just not mastery. They're decent for keys. So I've done nothing has been my other plan. Changed our cat's bowls to raised ones. She's eating so much more of her wet food. The thing people say is true. I should try that. I should try and boost her bowls up. I don't think it would hurt anything, and it might help her little, I don't want to call them old lady joints, but increasingly old. Every day they're one day older. Is that a new dragon flying mount? No, this is the Highland Drake with the infinite dragon skin from the Dawn of the Infinites mega dungeon. And then I dressed it up to look all cool. I hate that whenever I get avoidance or leech on something with subpar stats. Yeah. I like to think that avoidance is saving my life every day. I just choose to believe it. I did get Sunny. Did I keybind Sunny? I had Sunny out with me yesterday. I was doing the mega dungeon, and I was doing it with a doggy. Hi, kitty cat. Welcome back. You just wanted to run out and meow, and now you're gonna come back. Kitty, you're all in a huff. What's going on? It's okay. You want to sit there? That's okay. Let's all take some deep breaths. Cat yoga? All right. I'm going to pet you once, and then I'm going to leave you alone to relax for a bit, because we're both kind of wound up. Sunny's very cute. Sunny is very cute. Yeah, I haven't bought a shop pet in a while, but they always get me with the charity thing. And it's fair. It is for a good cause. Okie dokie. That's a bubble poppy. That is not why I'm out here. Oh, I can double jump up that hill. I was going to say 443 Evoker AOTC cannot climb this hill. But I can. I absolutely can. BH Rod, thank you for the 50-month resub. Time flies when we're all having fun. On Hazel Streams, thanks for your time. Thanks for being here. My assumption was that the Murloc pet was for Classic. I don't know that 100% for sure, but that was my understanding based on not reading anything but looking at the picture. Wanted if the Murloc in retail too? Maybe she saw a ghost. I like to think that there's a ghost cat that's been following me around that I acquired in my last apartment because I don't know. I've just built up a story in my brain about like this spirit of a cat that needed someone who A, wasn't afraid because it was a ghost, and B, liked cats to just kind of like follow around it and benevolently haunt. So maybe Kitty saw the ghost cat. Haunted feline memento. Drove around for an hour, couldn't find any rich soil patches. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, sometimes they just happen to me. I keep 1,000 of these rouse seedlings just on my bar, and I use approximately one of them every second week. I don't know why I need 1,000 of them. I guess they just stack up that high. But I do like keeping them on me, so I can always do it. All right. I officially have the ingredients. We can just hearth back. That exact scenario can happen in Sims 4. Huh. Yeah, every time you clear the dungeon, you will get a dragon skin that you do not have. They are also tradable, so if somebody else doesn't want theirs and they have one you don't have, you can get extras that way. Or you can share them if you're not a dragon skin person. And then you also can run the dungeon multiple times on multiple characters if you like and get more of them, because dragon customizations are an account-wide unlock. So I have, I think, most of them now, because I have been doing the dungeon. I did it on 2 characters at least 1 week, and I got at least 1 extra skin from Flabby. Nammy Whammy, thank you very much for the 5 given gift subs. Appreciate it. Yeah, you can buy those seeds in the auction house, and not just the roused ones. You can buy the raging ones. You can buy the decayed ones. You can purchase them. They're very cheap. They are cheap, cheap, cheap. So yeah, I have infinite skin for this one, but I don't use it because I have Storm Eater, and it's hard not to just be Razageth if you could just be Razageth. I have infinite skin for Velocidrake. I have infinite skin for Highland Drake. Am I missing it for Wilder Drake? No, I have it available for Wilder Drake. I think that would look better with no head armor. I think infinite skin looks best on the Highland Drake by a country mile, but that's all right. Armor. Let's take the armor off. That's a little better. That's kind of cool. What else can I do here that's going to make this cooler? I mean, the hair is not great, but it's better than nothing. Does he have other horns that might look neater? Maybe. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Maybe those ones. And then you can give him spikes and stuff. And then you can... Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just not the same. It's not the same on the rest of them. Quad horns. There you go. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. And then I did just, I think, unlock the Slither Drake. Sorry, not that. I'm not that cool. The Slither Drake infinite skin too. That's kind of cool. That's pretty sick. Let's give him light colored horns, and let's give him no helmet, and let's change his armor color. Nah, I don't have any blue armor, so maybe take the armor off altogether. No armor. Yeah, all right. Chance, thanks for the 3-month resub. Appreciate it, bud. Hi, Hazel. Hello. Yeah, there's also a black dragonflight skin you can get from you can also get like a regular black one that's more black and brown from the Sibelian Rathian reps. Davina, thank you for the 3-month resub. Hello, Hazel. Did you have a good weekend? Hello, Dorta. I did. It was all kind of a blur. It was one of those things where you want to do 42 things, and then you do 3 things, and then you sleep a lot. I slept a lot. It was nice though. I had some lovely comfy lazy days. Oh, hang on. We're not done with this whelp daily. We need to bring some ingredients to Lostock, and then I've brought the ingredients for pie. Are you gonna make the pie? Oh, he's baking it. Flame baked. Oh, Rusiona has dailies for me now? Oh, just for like polished pet charms and stuff. Okay, cool. Don't bother hiding though, because I'm not gonna look for you today. Are you hungry? You want pie? Yeah, alright. That's a decent way to make friends with anything. Would you want ATT Random for your real life? I don't know what to say to that. I need more details about how that would work. Brain's not allowed to. Brain's not up yet. Brain needs more coffee. Like go to the zoo. Oh, like activities, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would just stress me out. Hazel.exe stopped working. Encountered critical error. Please reboot. Alright, hatchling chased to the nest, I suppose so. I don't know if this is an important one for, if this is necessary for, oh, that's a playful whelp. That's not mine? Well, where's mine? There's too many things going on around here. I'm on multiple quests, I think is part of my problem. And it's, upsetting. So that's the nest. There's like quests, and poor Sir Pringley is covered in paint. And, oh, there's a ramp. Oh no, it's a seesaw. It's like a dragon seesaw. Someone made a mess. This isn't the quest I'm trying to work on, but maybe if I do it, my map will clear up enough that I can handle the quest that I am trying to work on. Oh, there you are. Hello. I'm gonna get you. Led a meeting on Zoom for work, was stumbling all over my words. My boss told me to get more coffee. Oh. Can imagine mom saying, "Where's my kid?" There are too many kids around. Dragon seesaw. It kind of looked like just a ramp or a shelf. It looked very well crafted. All right, so you're going this way. I am blue. That's fine. That's acceptable. Is this what childcare is like? You're covered in paint. You can't find your child. I guess that's kind of the thing you're trying to avoid with childcare. You're covered in paint. You can't find your child. There's paint all over the floor, and you're just waiting for them to fall asleep so you can try and catch up. Bronze one is easily my favorite. Tag game of the bronze one's frustrating. Do they run differently? The ruby hatchling is currently roasting me by saying, "Do you understand how to play yet?" Not like that. Have you played this game before? Maybe we should go over the rules again. What do you want? You're playing wrong. What do you mean? Kids are mean, even dragons apparently. Oh, they sneeze and teleport. Alright, well, that whelp doesn't like me. I'm gonna clean up some paint. Oh, it gets stuck like that? I see. Because she is talking to me. She's just not being very nice. Reset it. Yeah. Let me clean up the paint problem just to make this go away. I wasn't going to because it's like 10 flight stones and a band-aid or something that I don't need 6 polished pet charms, but it'll hurt me too much to abandon it. So we're just going to do this. And then we got to rinse off poor Sir Pringly. Abandon that one. I thought the ruby hatchling was going to be my favorite, and this incident is not doing her any favors. Where did I get the bucket of water from? I swore there used to be like a bucket around here. This is, I don't know, incense or something. That can't be right. The only way, yeah. Well, then I got the bucket back. Oh, I lost the bucket. Is there a hidden bucket? I've got the bucket. Okay. I don't understand. She is the mean girl at daycare. That does sound like childcare. I am the bucket, apparently. I was playing Valheim again, and I tamed a boar, and I named him Bucket. Because my first 2 boars... I was having a problem in Valheim recently where my boars were like spontaneously combusting. There were no enemies inside the base. The whole thing was well fenced off. It was very safe. I had built them a barn. It was wonderful. And my first 2 boars, who were lovingly named Baconator and Frosty, both perished independently. Like, you'd wake up in the morning in this game, and you'd hear the boar death sound, and you would run outside, and you would see them just go... Poof, and there was nothing around. There was no enemies anywhere to be seen, and I'm still not over it. So I tamed a 3rd one. I've named him Bucket, and I'm a little bit concerned for him. Story slain. How many of these quests are there? Am I just like, did I stock up a bunch of daily quests by not doing this for too long? Stream Valheim on your other channel. Ooh, if I was gonna do it, I don't see why I wouldn't do it on this channel. I don't think it's like I don't think Twitch is like YouTube where the algorithm will get mad at you for doing the wrong thing. I think you're allowed to have streams that are more niche. But yeah, I don't know. The fever took them. You are the bucket. Some of them are buggy. I had one that I gave up on. I had some thought about a horde warrior. I don't remember why I thought I needed a horde warrior. It had something to do with transmog collecting. And then I thought, well, what race would I make a horde warrior? Would I be a goblin? Would I make a goblin counterpart to Crinkle that they would kind of match but not really? I don't know. I like this lady. She just hasn't had her shower yet. Crunkle. What's happened to your character? Children. Okay, let's turn this one in. Oh, welcome back. I like Goblin Warriors. They can be frenemies. Holy moly. Checks next to completed stuff and all the things. I believe that's a function of Can I Mog It. I think Can I Mog It does that. And it's an add-on that I cannot play without. Before or after the 5th druid. I know, right? The opposite of Krink will be the tallest race. What, like a Zandalari troll, maybe? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna hide this one. Okay, I'm gonna read what she says this time. I guess I can play with you. Let's play. I'm great. No, it's just regular tag. She just got stuck in a corner. I don't know why she was yelling at me that I didn't understand the rules, but... yeah, I'm gonna get you. And if I don't get you, then I guess I'll just get you tomorrow. Nightborn weapons look good in warriors. Oh, that's a good idea. I like League because it tickles my brain in a nice way. Don't know why. Games are good at that. There are a lot of very smart people that have worked very hard to make the games do that to you. Oh, you didn't let her win, so you didn't understand the rules, silly. All right. Don't get stuck in the corner. No. No. All right. So she is supposed to run away whenever you do that. She was just stuck. Okay. What? There we go. Close enough. I want to go back to transmog farming. Very good. All right, we've finally done enough. I'm not going to worry about the rest of it. That's fine. Am I rich? I'm somewhat rich. I've been doing all right. I didn't craft anything yesterday, but I think I've caught up on the stuff that I had crafted and tried to sell. Yeah, I'm not selling anything, so we can... Did I sell my conversions? I did. That's nice. Chuck some pets back up in the auction house at least. See if anyone wants those. I am the proud owner of 5.7 mil. We might actually make it to 6 mil. Who's to say? Yeah, I'm rich. Kitty Cat, are you impressed? Do you think I'm really, really cool because I have 5.7 million golden whale? She thinks I'm really cool when I wear squishy pants that she can snuggle with. Day needs a loan for tier 3k, thanks. How'd you get all that gold? Keep spending mine on cosmetics. I have been not shopping and I've been doing alchemy. It's basically just from Dragonflight Alchemy. I have a video that goes into it in exhaustive detail. You want some purse? Cute baby. Didn't realize she was a gray tabby more than the brown one. She's very pretty. Oh, thank you. You're gorgeous. She has kind of like warm brown undertones. And then she has she has tummy spots on your belly. You have leopard spots. You have tiger stripes on your legs and you have leopard spots on your tummy. You're very cute. Yeah. Didn't you cross 5 mil last week? Was that the week before? Honestly, I don't know. I don't really remember. Something like that. I think that the patch has been good for demand. I've been able to, and I also doubled my batch sizes. I decided, whatever, I'm just going to make 4,000 of a thing at a time because I figure if I leave it alone long enough, I will eventually sell it. So that's kind of how that's gone, I think. Yeah, at least 10 minutes of crafting. If I get the achievement, I'm going to pass it forward, craft the stuff for whatever tip they want to give me. Oh. Foreman Thistle Nettle? Any luck? No? Okay. Alright. So here's the thing. The last time I used all the things random, I'm just recapping for the world. It told me to go into Wrath of the Lich King, Ice Crown Citadel, 10-man normal, And to get this helmet, which is an appearance that I already know for druids, but my non-druids cannot use it, so I still need to learn this helmet properly. I need this item to drop for me from 10-man normal Valrithia. I can bring Barnacles, Evaleria, Petal Bloom. They can all heal it easily. I can also bring Night Flame, Ripsy with bandages. So that's 5 leather wearers that can do this. I did all 5 of them last week. I did some of them off stream, but I did all 5 of them last week. None of them got it. We may also get other transmog along the way, but right now that is the decree. If that item drops, I'm going to walk away from ICC, at least for now, and I'm going to ask all the things to give me a new journey. But right now I'm still on that journey, so we're going to Ice Crown Citadel. Let's do it via... Oh, hey, I never collected the Garrison Hearthstone. Let's do it this way is fine. It's a thing we can use too. It's built right into all the things. So all you have to do is type /ATT Random and then choose your parameters. And then you press the button until it gives you a game that you want. I'm glad you like this game. Yeah, so it looks like this. Right now my search filter is looking for an item. You could also have it just give you an instance, and then you could farm that instance until you have everything, etc. But, alright, we're going to go via Crystal Song, Dalaran. My bags are full of trash. I guess that's fine. I can delete things while I run here. We're going to Crystal Song Forest. Currently. Tells you to get a bloody coin item. I say that in this game, you are allowed to re-roll until it gives you something that you actually want to farm. And it's only one person's inner self can tell them what is or is not acceptable. So I would re-roll, I think, anything PvP based. It's not that I don't want to collect that mug, and I will probably eventually, but it's not as fun of a grind because it's just me solo shuffling until I get the Marks of Honor to buy whatever it is. Or, World PvP, which is gross. But, I think you can I think that once it gives you an item that is the type of grind that you would normally do, you must take this decree and you must fulfill your destiny. You must treat this delegation with the utmost importance. And you must bring it into reality. You must obtain the item. Can't you dollar on Hearthstone to get there quicker, but that's the wrong dollar on? Oh, it really is a mess sometimes. It is. I have decided to forgive myself for now and forevermore for ever getting confused or lost about where I'm going or not going somewhere in the most optimal way, because it's all a big mess. As long as you get there, it's fine. So sick of the Withered Army training grind. Not sure which mount I want to farm next. Can't make it give anything. Is that because mine is heavily filtered? Random. Apply a search filter. You can't make it give anything? You might need to... It should be able to give you something as long as there's things that you're missing with all the things. You have to have the list open. It may give you an error message. Sometimes I have to refresh my list. Gotta open your main list. Include everything. Uses your current settings somewhat, so you can turn off and on account mode. Alright. 10-man normal. Raid difficulty normal 10 player. I can't believe we got I can't believe we got Precious's ribbon twice last week while in here looking for this particular helmet. That's wild. Want the Fox mount? I believe Withered Army is the best way to get that. Yeah, that one's really annoying. What I found, and this is totally anecdotal evidence, in theory you should be able to just grind Withered Army in one character and eventually get it. But you know how when you're first unlocking Withered Army training and you're first progressing through Withered Army training, there's a bunch of one-time chests that you can loot within the instance? Those things can drop the Torn Invitation. So when you first get started in Withered Army training on a given character, you'll have some extra chances at it early on. And so if you want to kind of brute force it a little bit and you have alts, it doesn't hurt to unlock Withered Army training on said alts and then kind of go through it all for the first time, because all of those one-time loots will give you extra chances. That's what eventually got it for me, because I was grinding it on my main for ages, like for the entire all of Legion, and it did not drop for me. And then I finally was like, fine, I will set it up on another character, and then it dropped pretty readily. Mind you, randomness, anecdotal evidence doesn't mean anything, but you could get some extra chances that way. So, we're after the thing from Velrithia, but there are still other things that I could get. I have, from 10-man normal on leather, 84.3% of the possible items. Marogar can give me nothing, actually. There's nothing he could drop on this character that I could learn right now. Death Whisper has 3 different things that she could drop me that I could learn, so maybe she'll be kind. Typical Shells, thank you for the 50-month resub. Happy Wednesday, Hazel and chat. Happy Wednesday. Created documents to plan my T3 grind. Messed up with the achievement needed to craft materials. Thought a full set from Wrath and Axe would work. You're braver than me. You ever get Glazer? Trying to get that one in Stinkrot. These are my next farms. I know what I'm getting into. How did I get my Glazer? I have the Glazer, I think. I was farming it. I think Flabby was also farming it, and then he got one, and I think I might have gotten it from him. I do have some rare mogs from that source in my life. So I think I have it, and I don't think I earned it. I don't think I can take full credit for that one. This is why I pay him back by sending him all the rare mog that I can sell to him, because I'm not going to sell it. And he's given me enough stuff. It's really nice, though. Speaking of things that drop for Flabby that he's bestowed upon me, which I accept from that region only because he's my bestie. Guess what happened when we ran an Underrot 20 on my days off? Oh, I thank you. So I still need shark bait, and I still need it's so chunky. I didn't realize it was such a thick squishy guy. I still need the King's Rest Mount, and I still need no, I'm going the wrong way, haven't I? Do I usually run all the way around when I don't need to? Gunship's right over there. Yeah, I need the King's Rest Mount, and I need the Freehold one. Do you have a recording? No, I wasn't recording it. His name should be Toothy. we were just doing 20s for our weekly vaults. Got that one last week. Love him so much. Little potato head. For some reason, I was kind of imagining oh, this is the wrong boat, isn't it? Oh no, it's the right boat. I'm just Horde. That's right. This boat looked kind of funny. I was imagining like the Corthia ones. I feel like they're a little bit more slender and narrow. Such a fine lad. Little baby guy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to call him pudgy, but he's there's something real cute about how thick and squishy he is. Oh, see you later. Bye, kitty cat. I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the boat. I usually do this in Alliance. I'm all out of sorts. Mine is named Tater Tot. I feel like if they allowed you to name your mounts in the mount journal, it doesn't even have to show in the game when you're on the mount. Just letting people choose a name for their mount that would show exclusively in their mount journal would make some people so happy. There might be add-ons that can do that. Otherwise, you just have to know in your heart what their names are. Okie dokie. So Gunship could give me a dagger. There's a dagger appearance that could drop that I could use. Still holding out at the Ken movie? It's the Barbie movie. Ken is there. That's not the title though. I wouldn't say I'm holding out. I just haven't gone. I did paint my nails pink. Better Mount lets you name them. Would love to name all my dreadsteeds something absurd. Good afternoon, Hazel. What are we farming today? I want the helmet from Velrithia that is Sister Svalna's Spangenhelm. It's something that all the things random decreed that I must get, and I tried for it. I tried for it like 4 or 5 times last week, and it didn't drop yet. So we're at it. I am making headways, at least in the 10-man normal ICC grind, because there's quite a bit of Mog in here, and you only get 2 pieces per boss, so you got to get kind of lucky. But the more you run it, the better chances you have. I also kind of really want this bag of entrails because that's any leather wearer can wear that, and they all should. It's a rogue helmet, and my rogue has the appearance already. But what if I want to wear it on Nightflame? All the social media attention makes me want to go see it. Not a really big moviegoer. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't really go to the movies all the time. It's fun that there's like an event, and I'm sure it's a fun movie. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm all right. I have Mount Journal Enhanced. Do I not have Mount Journal Enhanced? I have it. It's not turned on. Let me turn it on. Have I been ignorant of a key core feature for all of this time? Mount, remove favorite, hide, set note. So you can, okay, so you can set a note and you could consider the note to be the name. It's not exactly a name feature, but I have now decided to call my Vespoid Flooderer Archibald. Watch it in 3 years when I randomly remember it exists, not in the spotlight anymore. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that I would probably like just digitally rent one day when in the mood for such a thing. I'm sure it's good. I don't have a problem with it. Alright. What can I get from this guy? Anything? I want to say no. I want to say have all that stuff. Festergut has bracers. Putricide has the helmet. Foreman give up his gloves yet? No. I'm on like 90-something attempts. That's where Petal Bloom lives when she's not farming ICC. I think I've decided to slow down the flood of petrified shin bones to the auction house. I think that everybody that wanted one probably got one by now. Ticket. I had a dream. Oh, you know what actually I should do that I haven't done yet? I should poke my nose in the Scare Vaults and try to get a matching Cthulhu book, or not Cthulhu, Old Gods book. Same difference. To match my my first one to see if I can make that achievement pop. 21 months for my otherworldly Autic. Soon. Download Total Roleplay. You can name your mounts. Alright. Stinky. I don't think I had dialogue sound on last time I was in here. I don't know if I'm familiar with all the voice acting. Usually I end up turning, I turn dialogue sound on whenever I go into Freehold because I need to hear Gurgthok and Woden do the Ring of Booty speech. But then I turn it off whenever I go into Dawn of the Infinites because Chromie is going to make me insane. Oh, I'm honored with the Ashen Verdict. So who was that? That was Festergut. Look at me learning. That was Festergut, so he did not give me bracers. The other guy can't give me anything, but Putricide could still give me these entrails. I'm gonna, and then Lich King has a staff for me, and then I feel like, I guess once I get that staff, I'll stop killing Lich King on these characters that technically don't need it. But like, if he drops me a Drudge Ghoul in this difficulty, that's kind of like decent. If he drops me a Drudge Ghoul, that's not bad gold. They can both get you E. coli. I used to hate the idea of farming, but I'm extremely stubborn. I think I get it now. The feeling of you will give it to me. Yeah. It's a battle of wills between you and an unfeeling, unthinking, uncaring machine. And then, I guess, the people that designed it. You're finding out what you're made of. Say the thing! Say the thing! Oh, we're on! What? It's a greased up pig? Alright. Catch the pig, and you win. It's too good. No, I think we're good. Prisoner in a prison of your own design. I mean, is that not life? I think that's life. Not me just now realizing that's Gurgthok and the Ring of Booty. Yeah, I don't know, like, if how he left, because isn't he at in the Centaur land, the name of which escapes me right now, the Anaran Plains. All right, Peter side, 1 discarded bag of entrails, please. Man. All right, well, there's always next time. That might be life. What else did I do that I can tell you about? I got a gigantic, I had a gigantic bowl of plums that was given from somebody who had a lot of extra plums. And they were just kind of like sitting on my counter, and I was like, I can't decide what to do with these fast enough. And I eventually realized I was going to lose the game of I was gonna run out the plum timer. And I didn't want to waste the plums, so eventually we just pitted them all, and then like washed them and pitted them, and just kind of put them all into a big bag and froze them. And I figure I'll defrost them later when I'm ready to actually do something with it. Because I feel like you can bake lots of nice things. You can make like tarts and pies and crumbles. You can probably put them in smoothies. I did put them in smoothies. But it was like a pretty aggressive amount of plums. It was occupying my largest mixing bowl. And I figured if I didn't get a move on it, it would eventually start to make my kitchen smell like wine. When you do ATT Random, does anything special happen when you finally loot the thing I told you to loot? I don't think so. I guess I don't know. I guess I haven't done it. But the actual window that told me to get the Spangenhelm, I think is long gone. I've closed it. I've re-rolled since then, just like looking at other stuff. This is more of a spiritual journey than anything. You get the noise. Menu shows 101 collected. Nothing happens besides the excitement. Does this guy have anything for me? Blood Prince Council could give me a great spear. He chose not to do so. How rude. And then Lich King can give me a staff. But what we really want is that Spangenhelm from Velrithia. At least this character can heal her properly. I have band-aids on Ripsy and on Nightflame, so they're both prepared to bandage up the dragon on this difficulty. Yeah, no, we still don't have flap. I would not hold your breath for me doing any wall skips anytime in the immediate future. Okie dokie. One of the things I like about the random thing is that it gives me kind of a more compact goal to work towards, but I'll get other things incidentally while I'm pursuing that goal. I've gotten quite a bit of transmog from ICC in the process of farming this for this one particular helm. So I like that I'm kind of beefing up my numbers along the way, but that I have a goal that feels more achievable than 100%ing this. Because if I decide I want 100%, not even all of ICC, but just like 10-man normal ICC, that's a lot of this. That's a lot of doing. And maybe one day I'll eventually want to do that. But for right now, it feels like I'm making some progress while having a goal that's a little bit more achievable. Velrithia drops the item that I'm looking for. So we're almost there. Hello? Hello, Boogie. How you doing? Skip doesn't even help you with Skip the boss you want. No. Well, there you go. I could make 2 gold from vendoring these belts. And that's 2 gold that I could spend on cheap transmog. I do buy transmog, but I buy inexpensive transmog. I like keep an eye out for things that are like, I don't know, 100 gold, 80 gold, 11 gold that I need, and then I'll buy those. You know, more is always more. Also, I don't know when it happened, but I feel like all the things finally caught up and is now much better at helping me find white and gray transmog off of vendors in cities. My thinking was that when they first allowed us to start mogging white and gray transmog, that that all the things was kind of spotty in being able to show me who had it in the cities. Like, I was trying to use it and it wasn't working very well. But at some point in the intervening time, it seems to work much better now. So I've been catching up on buying a bunch of stuff because it seems properly categorized. Value mugs, exactly. All right, 1 Spangenhelm, please. Oh, see if I can stop trying to say it. Man. All right, well, I'm going to finish this anyways for a chance at this Tainted Twig of Nardrasil, but then I have other characters that we can take through here and do the exact same thing. At least for me, when I get to like 95%, wanting to finish pretty motivating. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. So I am, for Leather, or for Druid anyways, 84% through the 10-man stuff. For all... And then for all armor types, it's 49% through the 10-man stuff. There's just so much Mog in ICC. I have a total of 33.5% of all of the ICC Mog, which is insane considering how long this has been out. Although, there are plenty of characters that could just, like, go buy their generic set off of the vendor and catch up on a lot of it. So that would help me somewhat. Keep getting interrupted except when I use a Frostwave bandage. Yeah, I think that's going to be really annoying. There might be other workarounds, but maybe not. I need those Lich Wrappings, the only thing I need from that boss, excluding plate gear. And then 84, yeah. I really want this helmet. I don't know who I'm going to put it on. It feels like inhumane to transmog that helmet onto anybody. But it's just such a bizarre appearance. I bet you there must be recolors. I feel like there's recolors of all of this stuff, and that's how they got so many different IDs. Heart of Azeroth worked really well. Yeah, it might be worth getting. Like, a lot of these characters don't even have a Heart of Azeroth. They didn't play through BFA, but it might be worth getting on some of the alts if it's going to be a problem on higher difficulties. Because it stands to reason that eventually I might want to try and get all of this stuff, and bandages will only take me so far. How you getting on with Shuffle? I haven't played since those bad games. I had a rough day a few days ago, and I haven't tried since. Too lazy to get the Heart of Azeroth in all my alts. I think that it's, like, I'm too lazy to do it casually. If it was my time-honored goal to get, like, a specific thing from there, and I had to use one of those characters, then it would make more sense to me. I feel like with a lot of grinds, whether or not something is reasonable or fun or too much for me to do, really depends on how much attention I'm willing to give it. Because I'll do all kinds of unreasonable things in the name of collecting if I'm fully committed to it and I'm not doing anything else. It's just if I'm trying to casually, like, drive by something while I'm still focused on something else, that's when I get really lazy. What if the great problem in my life is just an inability to do one thing at a time? They have a gun from the heal boss. Oh, I see. Can you still spirit heal with a pet? Can you take, like, a BM hunter? Hmm. $25H. Wildercloth, wait for CD, and then Heavy Frostwave. Why Frostwave? I want to understand. Yeah, I wonder if a Spirit Beast would be more or less annoying than getting Heart of Azeroth. Alright, Lich King, you want to give me a staff?
We'll grant you a swift death, Arthas. More than can be said for the thousands you've tortured and slain.
Wildercloth and other bandages get interrupted, but Frostwave bandages don't get interrupted. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's easy Spirit Beasts. There's, like, a porcupine. I think there's, like, mana cats that you can just get. I feel like I used to have one of those. Don't know why. I just didn't know if Spirit Beast still had the heal or if they'd changed something about it. I didn't know if they still had that directable heal. Wouldn't work for leather hat. Now this would be for a gun. Somebody mentioned that there was a gun that only drops off of the healing boss, so if I was trying to get like 100% of stuff and get that one. You're right, I wouldn't be able to get the helmet I want with a hunter. Rare mana cat spirit beast, always up in Suramar? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Still has a hot, powerful, and the scaled down wrath boss. Oh, well that would work then. Because I do have hunters. I have at least 2. I have my troll hunter and then I have my Draenei hunter. So that would sort it out. This is so much RP. I think eventually maybe I should not worry about finishing, like once I have all the mog from him, maybe I should just leave him alone to save myself some time. I know, I don't have a mage yet. Eventually I'll need to make characters of other classes for the sake of collecting. Oh no, you're totally fine, Norta. That's no worries. We changed topics very quickly. That's why I still don't have invincible. Oh, I see. I still have my Maw Rat. I'm glad that all these characters are coming in handy for something, though. I felt a little tiny bit guilty about having extraneous druids that were for nothing. And having extra characters that can run for this particular helmet is actually kind of making me feel better about it. You know, she has a purpose. She has a job. Oh, her bags are full of stuff. She has 9,000 gold. If a duplicate invincible drops, oh, I would keep it in the bags for sure. I don't think it can drop on this difficulty, though. This is 10-man normal. I think you have to do it on heroic for invincible. Yeah, I'll need a demon hunter to get all the war glaives. Literally not petal bloom anymore. You can still be petal bloom if you want. Any staff? Nope. Alrighty. Okay, so she's going back to where she came from. I'm gonna go park her right back by... Yeah. I'm gonna go park her right back by Foreman Thistlenettle because, you know, he's not done with me yet. I still need gloves from him. But then I'm gonna take another druid, and I'm gonna do that exact run again, and this time, maybe it'll drop. Good to do. I guess I can also fix up her bags a little bit. We can vendor a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty sure I don't need any of this, so we can just kind of... make some room. Sometimes it's nice to just, you know, vendor with reckless abandon. Don't need any of it. Not a single thing. Because, like, what's she carrying that she needs, really? Nothing. I'll keep her 2 Drake's Shadow Crest fragments. Shadow Flame Crest fragments. Fragments. Holy moly. And then I guess I'll sell my copper ore, because she's been working hard mining that over in Westville. You know, that's 73 gold that I want to keep. And then there's some tin. People usually want Motes of Harmony. Maybe a piece of iron. The rest of it I think is not worth very much. Alright. Oh, can I buy anything cool? I got 9,000 gold. Happy Wednesday, Hazel. I'm farming Death Charges Reigns currently at 350th attempt. I'm about to cry. Oh, and I hope it drops for you soon. I believe in you. The druids weren't for nothing. At least one was for heritage armor. This is true. Can I buy anything? Is there anything cheap I need? 200 gold? Gray gloves? Yeah, alright. Sometimes I like checking the names of the Mog sellers and seeing if either I recognize any of them or if any of them have fun names. And then there's some green boots that I apparently don't have. And, yeah, right. Sure. So this is my... yeah. I usually do this just so that I can kind of put on everything, learn a couple of appearances, and then do that, and then swap it all back. second and a third Flame Talon of Last Resort on the same tune. One is stuck in my mailbox. I am unsure of what to do. Oh, man. I would totally carry around a bonus mount. I would not carry around bonus mail. I think that's where I would draw the line. That would drive me crazy. Having like one piece of mail that I just cannot pick up. I think that's too much. Alright, I'm gonna take her back to Foreman Thistle Nettle. I'm kind of grumpy that all the or not all the things, rarity seems to function all right in that when I manually added in the foreman's gloves, it's tracking my thistle nettle kills perfectly fine. So it has the capacity to work. But it really seems like for bosses, maybe I've just broken a setting in it. Maybe I've just turned something off that I wasn't supposed to, but I have not been getting rarity to track things like my... Even when it's enabled, it has not been tracking my, you know, infernal attempts on Gul'dan or anything like that. I have no idea how many tries I have on that. More than 5. And less than 5,000, somewhere in that range. I don't know why I kill all of these. No idea. There he is. Hi, buddy. I've got 92 attempts. I've got 93 attempts. No luck. Mine some copper, make myself feel better. I think Can I Mog It shows me the check mark on the items. Yeah, it used to work. I don't know what happened. It's entirely possible that I've broken it in some way. Welcome back. You want back up? Hi. If you're in a group soak, do bubbles or absorbs discount you? Bubbles and absorbs will help. You'll still take your share of the damage. It's not going to put your share of the damage onto other people, but the absorb will take some of it. It's a good idea. Helps you survive. Okay, so that's Petal Bloom. Let's do this character next, and then we have Barnacles, and then we have Ripsy and Night Flame that can also do it. Those are my max level leather wares. Dang. Sometimes I wonder why she's up and she's down and she's up and she's down. I mean, I'm glad you're getting some exercise. Okay. Am I happy with my bags? Yeah. What is this? Oh yeah, I took a fist weapon. Pardon me, I took a PvP fist weapon from my vault because I had no options I could wear and I needed the transmog, and I thought, sure, there's a way to save some conquest. So I took a fist weapon for Mog. She's in and she's out, she's up and she's down. Alrighty, we're gonna sell that one. I'm gonna vendor some stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need any of this. Well, I might use the ley wine at some point in my life. I've just been deleting these ominous conscious. I'm probably gonna regret that one day. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll stick some stuff in the bank. Because I'm going to ICC. Yeah, and she's got room in the bank. She has tiny bank bags. Let's just kind of chuck stuff. Because this character's confusing anyway. She's not really crafting anything. She's not really upgrading stuff. Can I just put... Yeah. She's got some souls, apparently. Yeah. Fine. Must be used in Dragonflight Season 2. I think I was saving that for an achievement. Okie dokie. We want to go to Crystal Song Forest. Not sure what the conscious do. Scared to destroy all of them. You use them to summon rares, quote unquote. They summon basically lunkers, which are large fishing enemies at specific summon points in Dragonflight. And they're generally just like a big shark, but you can, each spawn point has a specific rare associated that can sometimes spawn when you do that. And then those rares will have their own items, and they also have a higher drop chance of like the coins. What I should do is I should save all of those conches, because there's probably some kind of a transmog that I need that drops from some kind of a rare I can summon with conches. And one day I'm going to get around to doing them, and I'm going to be like, and I'm going to think, oh no, if only I had extra ominous conches. But they're really not that hard to farm. You can get them from Tuskar tackle boxes. You can just fish them up. It's not that big of a deal. Oh yeah, look for the book. Should I do that right now? Let's do one more ICC run first. I'm in my mog farming groove. But yeah, I want to look for the book again to see if I can get another one to put next to my first one and be like, wow, it's still broken, because I bet you anything it's still broken. Do you like having pet things in all toons, or ever mail them to your main or bank toon? Usually I keep them in my main. I did just behave messily and just randomly stick them in my alt bank, but sometimes that's just who you are. They may have mog that shares appearance with other pieces. Okay. Haven't played for about 9 to 10 years. New expansion seems fun. Yeah, it is. It's good stuff. Your cat's just vibing. Is that true? You vibing? Hey. Thanks. You can also look forward to farming Ulduar. That's a neat place to clear. Uh-huh. Dedicate one alt as my pet leveler. They get XP when they do pet battles. When they hit max level, shift to another alt. Not fast, but surprisingly steady XP. Yeah, I bet. Wonder if it was a moment of humanity, or you like having bandages in everyone. Sometimes I do like carrying around a stack of bandages in everyone, because now and then I end up doing a thing where it's necessary, but they wouldn't do me any good in their bank. My alt banks are a void. They are a chasm in which I cast things to never see them again. I have no concept of what's in those banks. If I put pet bandages in there, they're not getting used. Normal, 10 man. All right, let's have at it again. And then it should be exactly the same. I'm pretty sure I got nothing. I'm pretty sure of the, yeah, it's still 84.3. Of the doing this run of my last druid, none of these pieces dropped for me. So we're just trying again. But it feels very, now that I know that I need things from all difficulties of ICC, and now that I know that each character only gets one ICC lockout in a week. So if I do 10 man normal, that's my only lockout for a week. I feel motivated to run ICC at least once on as many characters as I can stomach on a difficulty, because I feel like there's a very large overall kind of time gate for collecting all of this stuff. So I may as well, it feels, I guess, valuable to me to take advantage, I guess, of the lockout that exists, because, you know, heaven knows I'm going to need them. Insane way to handle lockouts. I'm glad they changed that in the later expansion. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I think because they're so different across different expansions, lockouts are an area of WoW that I really don't fully know. If somebody asks me how many times or whether a lockout is shared between different difficulties or raid sizes for various raid, I will never have a confident answer to give them. It doesn't matter how many times I have run that raid or used that lockout. It's just the fact that it's not the same rule for everything apparently means that I'm never going to understand. I always default to chat for that because I don't know. Could be weekly, could be daily, could be spammable, could be one difficulty, could be all difficulties. Who's to say? Just got the garage mount. Congrats. That's fantastic. Oh, we got a piece. I got a chest guard of the Frigid Noose, which is, you know, sort of a crop top. A little torn. But that was one of the things that that Death Whisper could drop for me, so that's nice. They also retroactively changed things. Yeah, I think I'm giving up on trying to understand. Gonna farm Garrosh forever for the Mog in the shoulders, but I got the mount. Oh, that's so cool. Become a mini expert in the raid. Wow, it's horrible at labeling this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, if nothing else, you know, you run a thing, and then if you go back in, you can't do it, and you can't do it.
Could it be, Lord Fordring? We must reach the top of this cursed place and free the
Midnight Sun?
with destiny, lads.
What is funny, strange dagger? It looks like it has a bottle opener on it.
By the light, it must be so.
Before WoD once a week, regardless, starting in WoD, you can run every difficulty once a week. So does that mean that for Dragon Soul, you could only run Dragon Soul in one difficulty? Because I know that raid sizes also combined at one point. Like, for ICC, we have like 10 and 25 as separate difficulties, along with normal and heroic. But I know that didn't last very long either. Oh, I guess I should get in the gun. Also just got Sharpie. Oh, nice. Once a week lockout, share. I'm just wondering, when did they stop doing 10 and 25, man? Like, is Kata not separated into those? Was that just Wrath and earlier? Maybe not even earlier. I don't know. Okay, one funny dagger, please.
I got a score to settle with Arthas, and you're not getting in me way. Fire all guns! Fire! Fire!
Made a grilled cheese sandwich, 2/3 sandwich, half cat hair. Oh, oh dear. All right, no luck with the dagger. And then we don't need anything from this guy. Firelands is a funky one because they did time walking for it. Not together a chicken casserole. Bunged in the oven with you for company. Perfection.
Let's get a move on then. Move out.
I made a pretty good veggie jambalaya from my one pot cookbook, and I have leftovers. Maybe that's a good lunch. Every now and then you just want something that's like home cooked food that fits in one bowl. I'm not wildly proud of this, but one feature that unites most of my favorite meals is, can I put it into a bowl and then just shovel it into my face with a spoon? You know, without having to work too hard. Any home cooked meal I can eat with a spork. Yeah. What did I make? Oh, it was a curry. I should do that curry again. That was good. Does it reheat reasonably well? Yeah, I think it should. I think if I reheat it on the stove, maybe with like a tiny bit of oil, that might work all right. Okie dokie. Let's go see. Let's go get a third Precious's ribbon, eh? Yeah, I heard there was speculation that Siege might get a time walking raid. Time walking raids must be one of those things that other people enjoy a lot more than I do, because they keep making them. And I guess I'm just biased against time walking for no good reason. It's just not something that's super fun for me. But time walking raids in particular, just not super my cup of tea. But people must really enjoy them. People must get a kick out of them because they keep making them. They need an LFRQ. Did you see my clip of you getting your second Precious's ribbon? I didn't, but I'll have to go take a look sometime. No one is running? That's my thinking. But then I thought, well, just because I'm not doing something doesn't mean that nobody's doing it. I don't know who's doing it. And I can confirm that it's not me, but somebody must be. Hey, Hazel, how are you doing today? Hello. I'm doing pretty good. Well rested, optimistic, start of a fresh week. Time walking keys for Alliance is gross. I've heard stories about Molten Core. Time walking raids feels like it takes super long to complete. Yeah, it just seems like it's more time and more effort than I want to put in for a time walking raid, but it's tuned in kind of a weird place where like it's easy enough to be boring if you're trying to do it with like a solid group, but it's hard enough to be difficult if you're trying to do it with a total pug. I don't know. Oh, I got the wrist of septic shock that I needed. That's nice. So that was one thing I don't have to get again. Leather bracers off the Fester gut. And then we need to do Putricide. He's gonna have the entrail bag for me, maybe. Got Cloud Serpent yesterday, my first try ever. Oh, nice. Which Cloud Serpent? people are doing them. Probably easier to convert an existing raid than it is for other forms of content. I suppose so. Yeah, it's probably not wildly difficult. I don't know. You have a second ribbon? Not at all salty. Yeah, it was bizarre. It was bananas. It was weird. Alright, hey rat face. I don't even think I need to loot you necessarily. I could probably just... Well, you're right over there. Yeah, no, I didn't get a third one. I did wear it. I did equip it on both of the characters that got one. I think Nightflame has... Maybe it's Nightflame and Ripsy that have them? Or maybe it was... maybe Barnacles got one. I think Barnacles got one because I remember him wearing the pink shirt for a second. Well, I need 2 more pieces for my tier 3 set. Apparently getting stupid luck in the tokens. Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Secure the deck and prepare our soldiers for an assault on the upper citadel. I'll send out another regiment.
Think time walking raids need to be put in tourist mode. Make it LFR and easy. Yeah, I think that would be fine. But I don't know, because it's hard for me to say what would or wouldn't you know, damage the integrity of the mode because it's not a mode I currently play. People told me leveling now is quite fast. They told you correctly. It's pretty quick. It's pretty quick compared to what it used to be. All right, Professor Putricide, I would like 1 discarded bag of entrails, please. Because apparently I want to strap it to my head. Nope, not that time. Words are usually not very good. I've been completely skipping time walking raids. I did a tiny bit of Firelands because I needed the feather for that Phoenix pet that I still have yet to finish getting. But aside from that, I've just been completely sitting them out. Not very fast compared to a few weeks ago. Yeah, I know. But this just seems like kind of a bummer to especially for somebody that's coming back, to say, well, it's faster than it once was. It's not as fast as if you played during the Diablo special promotion event that is now ended that made it 50% faster, but, you know, it's over. There's no sense in just kind of bumming people out. Besides, it is still, independently of the event, way faster to get a character leveled up to max level than it was before Dragonflight. Like, they've really, really sped up the whole thing. Where am I going? Yeah, I think the Phoenix pet should be easier now. I have some amount of it done. Plus, I'm sure some of the traffic in those zones is kind of filtered out, so there might be less competition for some of the things, and they hotfixed a few things. So I think that one's not... I mean, I guess I don't know until I do it. Mine wouldn't sit still for 30 seconds. She's a sweet girl. She's a big fan of routine. She'll come sit on the chair arm. Sometimes she'll do it if I'm just like doing keys, but for the most part she does this in the morning during stream, and she will almost certainly leave before my stream is over and then go back to bed. Hi. Are you getting sleepy? What is also easier now than it was before? What is that? Test out how fast the pet is so I can decide if I want to stop waiting. Can you test out how fast the pet is now so I can decide if I want to stop waiting? How fast the pet is. I don't understand. I feel like I should understand. 500 time walking badges is not worth the time compared to the first. Yeah. Oh, the Phoenix hatchling. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good idea. Have I gotten the 1600 pet achievement? I must have. What pet does it give you again? Pet battles, collecting. Yeah, Violent Violence. I do have that one. Let's check it out. Violence. Oh, it's level 25. It's like a little shop. Oh no, it's not a shop looking pet. It's like an elemental. What a strange pet to give for 1600. I mean, I'm sure it's somebody's greatest dream. It kind of looks like a snow cone. Lavender snow cone. Artisanal desserts. Do you do the skip? No. I'm not a big skip person. I've been told. I've been advised. I haven't tried it. I'm sure I don't fully understand it. There's a skip. There's some kind of a wall skip that you can do to advance till later in the raid and save some time on certain characters anyways. Okay, so now that Blood Prince Council's gone, the only thing I really need is the thing from Velredia and then the staff from Lich King. Do you know if the Ukraine pet gives a feat of strength? I'm assuming it does not. Let me see. Because I got it. Feats of strength. I'm going to go ahead and say no, I don't think so. Druids are so fast. Demon Hunters are pretty fast too. I kind of had fun running through here on my own time on Night Flame. I spec'd him back to DPS Demon Hunter spec so that he could kind of like fell rush forward and then also jump with his metamorphosis, and then also I spec'd him into some kind of a defensive that makes him run a little faster. And I was having a good time with that. Is this the first time you spent like forever farming stuff in ICC? Have you done it before for something else in one or more characters? I farmed Invincible, so I've done a fair amount of 25-man heroic ICC because I farmed for the mount. At the time, though, I was able to skip a lot of bosses because it used to be that you could lockout share with yourself in this raid. So I'm probably missing a bunch of transmog from it, but if I look at overall Ice Crown Citadel here. I wonder if my keyboard's not working. I imagine that I would have more things from the difficulty that drops Invincible than anything else. Warriors with Leap and Charge can be very fast too. I'm very bad at Leap I can do. Charge is harder for me because I always kill the mobs and then I forget that I probably could have charged to them. Or I just don't think of it at all. Alright. One helmet, please. I wonder if anyone coming in assumes you're farming Invincible. Probably. I'm actually very surprised I haven't had anybody tell me that I need to change difficulty because Invincible doesn't drop on this one yet. Nope, no luck there. Alright. Randomly got it while getting Shadowmourne. Nice bonus. The Infernal pays me back, though. Rogue's really fast. Most of the faster specs are leather. Is Cloth the slowest armor type? Because I feel like Male has some good speedy characters. Shamans and Hunters are both pretty fast. I guess Evokers aren't too bad either. And then Warriors are obviously quite quick, and so are most leather wearers. I think it's mostly Cloth. Yeah, you've got Burning Rush, you've got Blink. Well, I don't know. Cloth wearers are unsporty nerds. Yeah, no, Death Knights and Paladins are both real slow. I think Death Knight, Paladins, and Priests are the three classes that have the worst mobility in the game. Yeah, you've got Feather and you've got Body and Soul on Priest. They're just not terribly good compared to other sprints and things in the game. They're nice short cooldowns, but they don't make you go all that fast, and they're just kind of fussy. It's kind of annoying. It's definitely better than it used to be, though. It used to be that a lot of classes didn't have any mobility at all. And they were just like, well, you know, if you want to play a mobile class, then play a different one. Your class can levitate. You know, there was a time when priests had nothing. Green Arrow, thank you for the 12-month resub. Happy 1 year. Priest, lack of AoE to kill trash. Yeah, Holy Nova is really good. And you can spec it on any spec now. You can even do it, I think, in Shadow. Or you can just run the content in Holy or Dis. I think cloth wearers who are priests are slow because it's their job to be not there when the tank sprints away from you. Why did they give paladins a horsey to help them do that? Sometimes in pug content, I'll see my tank leave and I'll just go, bye. You probably have a plan. You don't need me. I'll be over here, writing my bullet journal, petting my cat, deciding whether or not it's a good day to make cookies. grip the paladin back. Oh, man. I kind of hope that, that Lich King drops me this staff so that I can, leave off after Valrithia on future leather characters. It would save me some time. Oh well. I don't know why I want the gold. See you later. From Drudge Ghoul so badly. I don't know what that's all about. It's like I have gold. What do I need more gold for? I'm not even selling it for market value. Well, bad day for cookies. Sometimes you don't have time. Sometimes it's just you're busy. Or something comes up and you just don't have the time to see it through. I think if I do the cookies today, what I need to do is I need to take the dough out like a little bit before I start to roll it out, because while it's good for the dough to be cold so that it doesn't spread, if it's really cold, it's just not going to roll out. It's just going to be a rock solid lump of dough. Perspire. What are you farming for? Well, right now there's a staff that I want. Transmog, basically. Transmog. There's a staff that I can get off of Lich King, which is my excuse for killing him. I'm technically in here for a helmet from Valrithia because All the Things Random has decreed that I must acquire it, which we take with the utmost sincerity. How's gold accumulation while leveling? Had to farm gold to be able to buy spells. It's pretty good because you don't really need to spend your gold while leveling on much of anything anymore. You no longer need to pay for mount training. You no longer need to pay for spell training. And you will get gold while you're leveling just from vendoring things and quest rewards. And if you do dungeon keys, you'll get some gold from that. If you decide to gather while leveling, you can generally sell some of that stuff for gold too. So you should be all right. It's not going to be millions of gold unless you do something extraordinary, but you'll have some gold. Mount trainers and retail completely redundant now. What is it that you would like for them to do? I'm kind of happy to get the mount training automatically, honestly. I'm kind of happy for it to just kind of happen and be for free. You want to give me a tainted twig of Nordrasil? These things, when you want like an individual thing off a boss, it's brutal to try and farm because he has so much loot that he could drop and he's only going to drop 2 pieces. He has all classes. These are all of the different things that he could drop, and he's just going to pick any 2. And I basically just want this one. And he could do doubles, too. He could pick the same item twice. Do you prefer your raid end boss to be Lich King height or Jailer height? Lich King height. I think that the trend of having you fight bosses that are mountains is silly and makes it annoying to see things. Maybe there's an in-between. But even the Lich King, who is a quote-unquote regular-sized boss, my Night Elf, who is a tall lady, her head reaches maybe like thigh. You know, she's above knee height on him, but not by a whole lot. He's still huge. Denathrius? Yeah, maybe Denathrius. It's always been a bit strange to me. Like, I understand why for design reasons you want your boss to be visible, you want them to feel like a boss, they're going to be taller. But when in the game you're fighting like Jaina, who is like a human, you know, she doesn't have a giantess for a mother, but then all of a sudden she's huge. It's just kind of funny. Mount training was such a bummer during Winds of Sanctuary. I know, right? I had a few characters that I decided to level purely by dungeons. So I would sit them in town, I would just queue dungeons, and I wouldn't buy their mount training. I would just be like, well, you just won't learn how to ride or fly anything, because if you just wait, you'll get it for free, and I don't want to spend 4,000 gold. Yeah, Morchi is still tiny. She could stand, I feel like the many Morchis could stand to be a little bit bigger to help you see them. Yeah. Even Chromie's not as big as a regular gnome. I've taken to using my atomic recalibrator when on my evoker, so that I can heal as an evoker while not having to be a dragon. And I got a gnome appearance that I used yesterday while I was in Dawn of the Infinites. That's actually one thing that's kind of motivating me to collect all of this random old mog that just drops off of bosses, is I have this absolute delusion that if I can get all of it, then whenever I get a quantum item from doing Dawn of the Infinites, either now or in the future when I can solo it, it can only give me hard to get stuff. So maybe I don't have to do some of the awful grinds because I will get them that way. But that only really works if you have all of the easy stuff, which is not actually really all that reasonable. I did not get the staff I needed. So this character's going home. And then I'm going to take a very short break. I'll poke my nose in the Scare Vaults on my main just to see if the book is in there, but after that I'm taking another druid in. I think it's Barnacle's time. It's a very good theory, thinking that too. If nothing else, it's good motivation to farm transmog. I will be right back. At some point today, I need to add some more water to my hydroponic indoor garden. My pepper plants are thirsty. Oh, I should swipe down Formant Thistle Nettle before I get on to my evoker. If you get a meaningful amount of easy things, can help the odds at least. That's what I'm thinking. Although, I think it's maybe harder than I'm imagining to get a meaningful amount of easy things. Excuse me, is he not up? Maybe I swiped him already? Maybe he just hasn't had a chance to respawn yet. It's like a 5-minute timer. Did I do this before I took my break? I might have. Foreman, book, profit? Perhaps. Do you get Gardener's World UK on TV over there? If we do, it's news to me. I'm not the best authority on that though. How rare are the gloves? Somewhere in the 1%-ish range. Possibly a little higher, possibly a little lower. It's kind of tough to say. But he's only like a 5 to 7 minute spawn timer, so it's not that hard to farm him. Collecting every transmog for every armor type. Yeah. Against my better judgment. It used to be just cloth. I think on a cloth character, I have somewhere north of 80% of everything collected. But I switched to being an evoker main in Dragonflight, and that kind of shattered my grip on reality, and now I want all the different armor types. I think Foreman's dead. I think we're gonna go do Vault instead, and then maybe he'll be back by the time I'm done. Sounds a bit masochistic. Yeah, I think I have no expectations of ever achieving this goal. It's just kind of a fun thing to work on. Suddenly you have nothing good to wear. Yeah. I do think I must have a great deal more transmog right now than I had like 3 weeks ago, because I've been getting stuff off vendors, I've been getting stuff off the auction house, I've been getting stuff out of dungeons, I've been getting stuff out of raids. I don't know if I'm really moving the needle because it's such a large amount of different things you can get, but I have been getting stuff. Well, here, we're gonna take this character over to the vaults to just go have a little look-see and see if I can get a second Old God book to put next to my first Old God book. So I can have my achievement, my bug achievement. This way. I always land too early. That was my experience playing more classes. That would be kind of cool, Dorda. So many vaults in WoW right now. Yeah, it's true. It's kind of hard to, for somebody to just say, I'm going to go do vault. And, you know, you could mean your weekly vault. You could mean Vault of the Incarnates. You could mean the Scare Vaults. You could mean the Thunder King Vault. And I'm out. That's all the trivia I've got. Are the Volpera only items that drop in old raids something you're collecting? What kind of items are they? Are they transmog? Are they unique appearances? Do I need a fox? The hottest new nightclub in NYC. The Vault. Raid difficulty. Oh no, it's not raid difficulty. It's just Vault of the... Vault of the let me in here, please. Yeah.
Interested in a less north.
I no longer have a fox. I had one, but she did not survive the purge. I keep thinking I'm gonna one-shot these people because I've been in ICC, but they apparently take more damage than that. Not stopping me from making fresh bread, ready for when I can swallow again. Imagine the book achievements like Tahanta, where you need to meet a requirement that you need to be psychic to know about. I think the book achievements just bugged. And I'm just here out of stubbornness and lack of sense. Alright, what do we got? At least you can do this. So that is a... I'm sure those aren't it. That's a living book. That's probably Opera of the Aspects. Sure is. And the other one is not here in this particular week. It's usually on the second floor if it's going to be anywhere. Alright. Home with you. What we do with the old book if a new book works? Are they unique? They are unique. I guess I would delete the old book and then get the new book. Flabby's been trying to convince me to delete my old book and then use item restoration to bring it back to see if that triggers the achievement. And I'm not convinced that I can even item restore it. And also I'm too afraid to get rid of my one proof that I have that this actually happened. All right. Barnacles. Maybe I'll stop on Petal Bloom for a second. Maybe Foreman Thistle Nettles back up. Yeah, no, I have the correct book. It's still in my bags. I sent in a ticket and they told me tough nuggets. And so I'm just trying to get another one, I guess. Percent chance of spawning. How much more do you need for Ponzo's hat? Quite a bit. Item restore is a good shout. Yeah, I guess so. I wish their official response was tough nuggets. It more or less boiled down to tough nuggets. That sucks, but I can't help you. Barnacles. Oh. Alrighty. I want to go to ICC. I have important business there. Roughly the response I get for most tickets I put in. I don't ticket things very often. That was the first ticket I had sent in years. I will try a lot of things before I will send in a ticket. Although I do feel like this experience has really damaged my confidence in customer support to help with anything like that. I feel like unless I hear reports that other people are having a thing fixed by customer service, and that's the only way that you can get that thing fixed, that's probably the only scenario in which I would ever send a ticket now, because it seems like either they can't help you with it, or there's another way to do it, or there will be some kind of hotfix that just like fixes it for the game in general. But maybe one day I'll log in and they'll have pushed some kind of a hotfix that will somehow recognize that book retroactively, and then it will just be like, hey, you're a librarian of the Reach, congratulations. It could happen. Oh. Seems like the item number of the book is no longer triggering the achievement. Can you do raids in BFA solo now? Yes. You might not be able to clear the whole thing, mechanically speaking, but you can certainly go in there. You'll be able to kill some bosses. You may not be able to get through the whole thing. Yeah, it seems like all of the tickets have an auto response that tells you to check Wowhead first, and then if you want, you can be like, this didn't help me, please send me to a real person. And then they may or may not be able to do anything. You can open 30 doors each week. That is the most doors you can do. Glad you stubbornly don't listen to your best friend. It's not just a Twitch chat thing. Yeah. Sometimes good advice has to come from within. I am on normal. I'm on 25 player. I am really hoping for either the Velrithia helm, which is the thing that we're in here after. But I wouldn't be mad if I got the rogue helm from Peter's side along the way. I would be pretty pleased with that. Within the what house? Within the Hazel. 88% now because we did get one. We got bracers to drop off of Fester Guts, so that's one more thing off the list. I like to think that my cat gets her stubbornness from me. She also has to think, especially if it's like a bed. Like if I set up a cat bed for her and I show it to her, she'll be like, "This sucks and I don't trust it." But if you set up the cat bed, especially if you kind of tuck it away in a corner where you don't think it's very easily found, and you wait long enough, she will eventually find it and think that she's discovered it, and then she will favor that bed for months. But it has to be her idea. I have learned now, I do not show the cat anything unless we've like moved and I show her where her litter box is. That's the only thing I have to show her. Everything else, she must find it for herself because otherwise she won't want it. And I can't fault her for that because I'm exactly the same way. Hazel, you really don't have the mount yet? Which mount? I have lots of mounts. I have the ICC mount. I'm in here for transmog. I have 2 things the Death Whisper could give me. 3rd ribbon time. Let's go! I did take years and years and years off of ICC, though, after I got Invincible. I remember getting that mount and being like, I'm not coming back here for a good long while. Still don't got ribbon on my main. He's, yeah, Barnacles is wearing one, so he really doesn't need another one. Yes? Katie's fired up today. Any luck? Nope, no Katie. Need to make another account just to tell you that you're on the wrong difficulty. What, you don't want to get banned on main? Oh, I wouldn't ban for that. I would just silently seethe inside a little bit. Make a chat macro that goes, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. Barely started my Invincible runs. Maybe I've done 2. Don't know why I'm holding off. It's a cool mount. And there's a lot of cool mod you can get along the way. But, I don't know. It's very cold looking in here. I feel like all of this metal, plus it being icy, would just make this a very chilly raid to be in. Maybe I just need to make my characters like Mogs that feature sweaters and warm slippers. Have the Nightbot responding, no, I'm not. Nuh-uh. Don't worry about it. I actually... yeah, that would be really funny. No, it wouldn't be that funny. It would just be petty. That's different. Multi-purpose thing. Just have a chat command. Have a button on the stream deck that just has chatbot be like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Keep it moving. They're like, okay, fine. I won't watch your stream. I'm leaving. 2 screens. Run it while watching something better. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm glad that gunship is much easier to do these days. I don't know what it was like the last time, but I remember I used to have to preheat the gun, and it seems like that's not so necessary anymore.
What in the world is that? Grab me
What in the world is that?
Buy me own beer. Horde sailing in fast and hot. Evasive action. Man the guns.
What makes you think Serenite isn't metal?
Our don't say I didn't warn you, scoundrels. Onward, brothers and sisters.
The other things that we mine are metal.
What's this then? You
Iron and steel and copper and tin.
I don't know who you think you are, mister.
I haven't been in here in such a long time. Don't need.
To settle with
Mm-hmm.
armies. and you're not getting in me way. Fire all guns! Fire!
I created a plexiglass cover for my keyboard. Raised up by 2x4s over my desk covers it completely to keep the cats from pressing the keys. However, a chunk has arrived. The plexiglass is bending. It's harder to type. The kittens get under the cover, randomly press keys, invert the screen. Oh, chaos. How's little Dax doing? It's petrified blood, so it's stone. I will give you this one. It refers to it as a metal that is the blood of Yogg-Saron. Because I feel like if it was stone, you wouldn't be smelting it. But this is just a... I don't know if anyone wins this one. I used to put up a fake laptop next to me. My cat would sit on it while I gamed. A debate for the ages. Hi Hazel, I like your angelfish shirt. Why, thank you. I like it too. I wonder if one day I'll ever snorkel in waters that have like tropical fish like angelfish in it. Do you think it's smart to start farming easy mounts that the Quantum Courser can drop? So when you use the item, it'll give you hard and annoying mounts? Yeah. That's functionally sort of a version of what I'm doing for Mog. Unfortunately, these pets are worth like nothing. That's kind of a version of what I'm doing for Mog. Oh, I apparently needed those leather. Oh, I wonder if that's one of those things that's like a look-alike. So now I'll have those pants even on characters that aren't druids. Dax is wonderful. He does this floppy purring thing. He goes liquid, falls off you, climbs up again. We got some new catnip mice for the kittens today. Aww. If you do, will you be wearing that shirt? I haven't ever been diving, but I'm assuming you're not wearing any shirts. I feel like the shirt is the thing that you put on after you're done diving for the day, where you're relaxing at the restaurant, eating coconut shrimp. Partly why I barely didn't raid rare mounts. That's fair. I need more BFA dungeon mounts. I should probably, and mind you, I haven't even seen the Quantum Courser drop, so it's a bit of a moot point, but I should probably not be worrying about transmog and be focusing on getting shark bait and the King's Rest mount to knock off a couple of extra dungeon mounts out the list. I don't know. I guess I should look at what would I even want the Quantum Courser to give me? Because I have stuff. You know, I have Midnight. We have the Mechagon one. We have the Tazavesh. Do I have the Tazavesh one? Is it even on the list? I don't know. A moo point because it gives you a cow. It's a good project to start. Yeah, but I like the transmog. I like this game. He's going to give me the entrails this time. I know it. Oh, you can skip the Geist alarm by shifting because I'm a druid. Silly, silly. Kitty, are you back again? Aren't you sleepy, honey? Don't you want to go back to bed? What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. You really are off your schedule. Am I the only one crazy enough to be like, my cat's late for her nap time? It's not that I'm putting her to bed or anything. You know, she can sleep whenever she wants. But I've just spent so much time at home being obsessed with her that I've kind of come to understand when she normally sleeps. Hi. Can I help you? I am also curious to know the answer to Wolfcloud's question. I would assume that the bra would be a no-go, but I do not know. I don't have a wetsuit. I feel like oh, you know what deep dive I went on recently actually? For whatever reason, luckily I had finished the thing I wanted to do. I had finished editing the Mega Dungeon Guide. I had posted it. It was up. I was done. It was like 10 o'clock and I was like, okay, I should go to bed. How much do bicycles cost? What are the different types of bicycles? What sort of maintenance does somebody do on a bicycle? How do you rethread the chain? what are the different types of chain links that you can use when you're servicing bicycles? How do you keep your bicycle secure? How do you optimally lock your bicycle to a bike rack to prevent theft? How do you check your bike's tire pressure? I don't have a bicycle right now. I don't even know where I would ride a bicycle. I think I've just been peer pressured because everybody in the city has one, and they all seem like they're having a great time. And it took me by the brain, and I priced it out, and the answer is it would cost me more money to get a bicycle and to maintain it than I'm prepared to spend for functionally no benefit, because I can walk/drive anywhere that I need to go. But I was just, it occurred to me, I was thinking about it. And then the other thing is, of course, you have to find a place to store your bicycle, and you have to, and then of course I'd probably end up with like a helmet and other accessories that would need space. And separately to the bike thing, I had also was thinking about dog supplies. I made myself a nice document that had like a list of all the different tasks that I would do and the different things that I'd wanted to get sorted out and the things I would need to buy and the things I would need to budget for. I made kind of like a fiscal dog plan just to kind of take a look at it. And one thing that I realized when doing that is realizing that while I can fit these things into my home, hey, I got the discarded bag of entrails. That's the helmet I wanted. Isn't it beautiful? Secondhand bicycle. But I was looking at the prices in the secondhand bike shop, and a lot of them are more expensive than the new bikes. I think I would need to go talk to someone there and find out if they have bikes that are less fancy, because I don't think I would need a whole bunch of a bike, but it would still be expensive. Even have a wagon behind my bike, I go camping with it. Oh, Craigslist or whatever. Oh, you know very well that's not me. Talking to strangers. But yeah, the thing I was realizing as I was planning out my fiscal dog plan was that all of the supplies for said dog would fit in my home, but it would be a little bit of a squeeze. I was like looking around being like, where does the dog bed go? Well, if I move the vacuum to store it in this corner, if I turn the worm bin this way, it's a little bit cramped. E-bike person. I've never had one or ridden one. And they're quite expensive. So I guess no. You can get a trailer that you can put a dog into that goes behind your bike. Don't move the worm bin. I think the worms don't really mind where they stay as long as they're out of the sun. But yeah, I don't know what made me go down the bike rabbit hole. I don't know what my plan would be if I had one. I had some vague idea about riding a bike to different fishing spots, because there's some fishing spots in town that are places where you have beach access and you can totally fish there. And they're not crazy far away, but they don't really have parking, and I don't really want to get like ticketed or towed for parking somewhere that was kind of sort of sketchy. But I could probably bike there relatively easily as long as I could either find a place to secure the bike or just bring it with me while I'm fishing. I've seen people do that. I could strap my fishing backpack has a place I can strap the rods to. Beat the Fire Mage Tower Challenge. Any luck on your attempts? The book now screams mage. Nice, congratulations. I did that one on Fire Mage as well. I did that one on Fire Mage too. It's a really cool mount. But yeah, I also have places to fish that do have parking, so there's really, unless I wanted to try different spots, no big onus on it. Okay. What would you say is a must-see/do for someone who just moved to Victoria? A good friend moved there recently. The only thing that I really would recommend, I mean, there's lots of things to do. It depends on what the person likes to do. I don't do a whole lot of activities. I don't really go... You know what I do is I go to parks and I go to bakeries. So I know the best places to get pastry, which is basically all of them. I don't know if I've had a bad pastry. And I know the best places to go hang out by the beach. Depending on how far you want to drive. But it's basically any of the places. I haven't really been to a bad park. You could pretty much just go onto all trails and have at it. Did you know there's a swap meet every Sunday? I didn't explicitly know that, but that doesn't surprise me at all. Patisserie Daniel on Cook Street is the finest bakery in town, if you ask me. They have magical creations that are really good. That's the go-to place to pick up a birthday cake for somebody, or like you need a pie for reasons. Or they have smaller pastries too.
Save me now. Fight on, brothers.
How often do I get gas? Twice a year? Twice a year, I think. Because I don't commute, and I don't use it for groceries either. I really just use it for visiting family and then for going fishing. Yeah, Mage Tower's perm up. Moving on to plate classes. I think after, if I can get this helmet, I'm gonna random all the things at different item and do a different grind. Because I think that I'll go crazy if I try and stay in ICC until I have everything. Okay, one Sister's Falleness helmet, please. Man, I'm in combat. And I'm not a night elf, so I can't shadow melt. Aww. I mean, I can loot it by mail once I leave the instance, but that's not as much fun. Oh. I'm gonna have to loot it by mail after I leave the instance, or it's not gonna loot for me. Museum, Heights Point, Beacon Hill Park. Where else do I like to go? I like shopping through the vintage and the consignment stores and seeing if they have cool. That's basically how I look for shirts and stuff. Sometimes I go to Second Degree Vintage on Fort Street. There's all kinds of cool restaurants. Taqueria Pinche has real good burritos and tacos. Oak Bay Seafood has really good seafood. If you're in Ferrospec, have Incarn picked. You can use that to stealth in combat. Oh. That's a good tip. Yeah, most of the things that I know are food. And I haven't really eaten in any of these places. I'm just there. It's the restaurants. That's not true. Sometimes I like going down. Because Garden Works. If you make it out to Oak Bay, the Garden Works in Oak Bay is like a really beautiful garden store. I also like Brown's Forest in town. There's Florist. Not the forest. Mount Doug. There's a forest. Mount Tony. It's lots of nice hikes and walks and stuff. Well, I guess we get one more chance at Lich King's staff. See if he wants to drop me this tainted twig. And then when I finally leave the instance, I can check my mail and see if that helmet dropped. Not a last chance, just another chance, because we've got more characters. It's just, this is my last character that can heal on leather without needing band-aids. I'm going to have to start burning band-aids on Ripsy and Nightflame after this. Because this is my third druid, right? We did Petal Bloom and we did Double Area, so this is... Barnacles is my round 3. It's the rarest item that I have. Item? Transmog-wise, on cloth, and I can't really take credit for farming or anything, but I am the proud owner of a Papal Fez. I mogged it once for like 2 weeks on Inksy to see if anybody would notice on stream. No, just looks like an ugly red hat. Gas is sold by the leader. Gas is sold by the leader. Any WoW pets or toys from Twitch? What was their most recent Twitch drop? I mean, there was a Twitch drop that's over now. That was for the picnic basket. There's always Twitch Prime Loot for WoW this year. They've been doing one promotion after another. I forget what the last thing they gave away was, though. Red hat like the classic ones. How did you get the fez? Flabby. Oh yeah, the Shore Strider mount. That's right. That's right. I think that's why I didn't flex it too hard or like bring it up. It's because I didn't farm it. I don't think they've announced the digital rewards for BlizzCon just yet. I don't think we know what it's going to be. Okay, one tainted twig of Nordersill, please. In the meantime, nine. Hello. Itchy. I'm not planning to go to BlizzCon now. I am not planning a BlizzCon trip at this time. I'm planning to stay home and watch it in my sweatpants and co-stream as much as I can. If we get another silly transmog set like the Wendigo, what would I like? Ooh. Maybe a Murloc costume. I feel like they've had those before, but like a moggable, proper Murloc costume would be kind of fun. Yeah, Sunny's a really cute pet. I bought it. Same here with some candy and a blanket. It mostly just seems like I'm really looking forward to doing it without the same level of sleep deprivation and spending money. even if you can get part of your trip paid for, it's still really not cheap to travel like that and to be away from home and to have to stay somewhere and have to eat something. And so I'm real happy to be able to just stay home. Hey. I bet it'll be fun. Oh, Lich King. More transmog. Yay. I feel like I had a question that I wanted to ask Twitch chat. You guys. I wanted to ask you guys, and it had something to do with cats. I wanted to ask you, was it what your cats are named? I feel like cat names are much more diverse than dog names, because I was trying to think of dog names. I was putting together a list of different dog names where if I was going to choose a name for a dog, and I needed a short list to work from which names I would like. And it occurred to me that I have massively more cat names than dog names. We're all actually cats. Juniper and River, cat's named Freya. That's very cute. Does Flabby also have a Fez? A couple of people I know that have one. Getting two would be kind of amazing. I don't know if he has one learned. I would be shocked if he did. He doesn't really collect Mog. He mostly sells it. I think he probably sniped the Fez on a server that had one up for probably not cheap, but probably not market price either. Just name the dog Fluffy. Red boy's named Louie. Bruce, Anduin, Felix, Luna, Skitters, Kiki, Soot, Sissel. Barnamakska means brown cat. Pippin. Goose. Dog's name is Hachi. Manuel, Juan, Taco, Tostada. Hilda! I love Hilda. Hilda's magical. I think Barnacles is a good name for a dog. I was trying to think of dog names because if I'm naming a dog and it's a lady dog, I have a short list of names because I would want it to fit the dog. So I wouldn't want to commit to a name before even meeting the dog. But I really like the idea of a doggy named Rosie. So that's kind of top of my girl dog name list. But for boy dogs are like much harder. So I was trying to put together a short list of names that I liked. And I wanted, like, I was thinking initially of names that were like, you know, nature-y things, because that seems like very me, like naming your dog Moose or Bear or things like that. But then I was like, am I really going to be like, here's my dog, Oak. Meet elk, you know. Is that going to be me? I want the name to be like snappy enough to be able to say it and call to your dog and whatnot. And then my other thought was like, well, do I also want to call him, you know, Boo Boo McFluffykins? Like, how serious do I want the name to be? Apparently learned the item ID for that dagger, but I didn't get the staff that I needed. Just got a German Shepherd called Vengeance, and then whenever I summon the dog, instead of saying come, I'd be like, Vengeance! To my side! And then everybody at the dog park will be like, oh my god. Get a load of this lady. guildmate's cat is named Chicken. Flagbert, a title that you use on formal occasions. We had a lab named Maggie. That's a really sweet name. I came up with a short list of names, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. The names occupy the lower section of the dog plan document. I liked my joke name better. I'm looking for it. Oh, Ducat. I don't think I get it. I'm a dog trainer, and one of my classes, the dog's name is Kiwi. What makes it a dog or a cat name? I feel like for cats, I don't know why. Maybe just because you're not using the name as much in public and with other people. It's more of like an at-home thing. I feel like you're going to have more cats that are named like Pretzel or Tuna or, you know, Mitzi. It's, well, Mitzi could be kind of a cute dog. I was joking about naming my dog Tuna and then having it be Toonie for short. I think Toonie's kind of cute too. Main Deep Space Nine bad guy. Oh. Nature things make good names like Willow. Willow's very pretty. A lot of dogs have people names. But then every time I think of a people name, I'm like, oh no, that's so-and-so's ex, or that's, you know, so-and-so friend's name, or like so-and-so's child is named that. And it's like, you don't want it to be too close to like anybody that you actually know or know of. But that, you know, there's a lot of names that you might know. Freya rides a chariot pulled by cats. When a woman gets married, they are gifted a cat. Dexter, Bear, Cody, Bruno. Cats are Finley and Phoebe. Oh, I love that. I kind of like Finn. I think that's a common dog name, but I think Finn's a really cute dog name. All right, Ripsy, it's your turn. Go get the Spunkenhelm. Hazel, red and blue. Grandmother named one of her dogs Kipper. She was a sweetie. I feel like if it was an older dog, I would probably just keep whatever name it came with from the rescue, because I wouldn't want to change the dog's name. But if I ended up, for whatever reason, with like a puppy, you know. Vengeance. To me! This is a bad idea that I would regret. What am I doing? I'm going to ICC. When am I doing it? Now. Let's take this portal. Don't mind me not dragon riding, it's fine. Champion. Magni. I think I decided I didn't want a WoW name. I don't know why. I think I just, because WoW is my social life and my job, I like to draw lines to try to contain the influence that Warcraft has in my life, so I feel like I don't want a WoW name for my dog for that reason. Champion. Name the puppy cat and the kitten dog. Cats get fancier names since you don't need to call them as much. Hazel, how are you? Yesterday, unlocked the secret Nax vendor. It was a grind just to get him. Congratulations on unlocking him. It's more than I've done for sure. I'm good. I'm happy as a clam farm in Transmog. Oh, speaking of which, Petalblim needs to kill her foreman for a second. This won't take long. Oh, and Barnacles needs to loot his mail, right? Shouldn't he have some mail from the instance? Did I pick it up already? I'll have to go look at it. I'll log back in. Detective Party, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. No, attempt 95. It's Transmog and Old Scala. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. It just might be in a long time. Yeah, Vengeance is Sylvanas' mount. I feel like if you had a light-colored dog, it would be cute to name her Misty. But that's also kind of like the Pokemon trainer. I guess it could just be Mist. I don't know how serious I want it to be. Barnacles? Barnacles, did you get any mail? I'm a little worried because it doesn't look like he has any mail. Maybe I just picked it up already? And I just didn't think about it? Brock. Killer dog name. That's my online friends call me. Fantasy name like Frodo. Oh yeah, okay. That's the one! That's the one. That's the helmet I needed. That was the item that all the things random had tasked me to get. We did it. Woo! It's time for a new task. It's a good thing I checked my mail before I went and ran Ripsy through it, because she doesn't need it now. Grat said it is very ugly. Why, thank you. I want to mog the entrails helmet, but I don't know if I want to, because it feels mean. But does it ever do this to you? You like can't really search. Probably be back because it's like a Wrath one, right? Yep. What would go with this? Yeah. There we go. That is a man you don't forget. Unlock secrets and acts. One day, maybe. I don't know. I'm having fun. I'm having fun doing all the things random. What did Hazel get? Not this helmet, actually. It was a different helmet. I got this helmet that I had been looking for like a week and a bit because of all the things random. I want every mug in the game, but it's so much work. Yeah. All right. It's time for me to get a new thing. I am reserving the right to re-roll if it gives me a PvP item. It is time for my new task. Hang on, let me make sure that my active filter is everything and not just leather. Make sure I'm on account mode. No, 70% is leather. 53% is everything. All right. Give me an item. All right, it looks like I am, well, it's rogue only. All right, well, let's take a rogue. It wants me to get rogue leggings from normal Blackhand in Blackrock Foundry. Also, there's a similar appearance apparently available from the Blast Furnace. So I wonder if, leggings of the Iron Vanquisher. Yeah, so I could also... Oh no, hang on. We're looking for Poisoner's leg guards. I'm gonna write that down just so I don't forget. Normal Poisoner's leg guards. Because I'm sure I'm gonna close this window eventually. What do they look like? They look like that. They've got chains on them. Blackhand. Yeah. Have fun with the snooze furnace. I want to know if they are, if there's a like a class agnostic version from another unique. Oh, it does say unique appearance. You must collect this item specifically. It's rogue only, but whatever. I do have a rogue. Normal Blackhand time. Blackrock Foundry. That's Warlords, so I'm just gonna hearth and fly there, I guess. Cheese it with the token for the last boss. You get a free token for the last boss. Blackhand. I wonder if it doesn't... Is there any way for you to hold that window between characters? Or do I just have to remember where it was that I was going? Also, does this character even have a garrison? Is a good question. Oh, well, she's got a garrison. Yeah, I'm sure I don't have the skip. Especially not on my rogue. I mean, I guess I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so... Because this is Warlords, there should be at least more than 2 pieces of loot dropping, maybe? Raid difficulty normal. Because it was normal Poisoner's leg guards, I think. Let me get on a flight path out there if I can. The snow was pretty recent. She's actually been around for a hot minute. I've had Ripsy for a while. I don't know if I've had her since I was farming for the Mountain Blackrock Foundry, but I might have done. I might have had her. It's yeah, take me like there-ish. So if I look at appearances, Farming rogue mog is so funny to me. Appearances, Blackrock Foundry. Poisoner's Gear, normal. It's specifically, so it drops from Blast Furnace. Why did I say Blackhand? Oh, maybe because the token drops from Blackhand? That's kind of a cool set. I would maybe wear it, maybe without the helmet. Normal only, yeah. She apparently has 1 of 8 heroic appearances and 4 of 8 mythic appearances. A lot of the Blackrock Foundry sets are pretty nice. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have been on normal, that's true. But I mean, in other raids, sometimes the mythic skip applies retroactively, like down to lower difficulties. It works that way in Legion. I don't know if it would work that way in Warlords. Worgen Druid wears the appearance from the Rogue Heroic Firelands tier. Poisonous Legguards. I wonder what else I can get along the way. So if I... Here, we can turn this on to character mode. And then I can go Dungeons and Raids, normal, WAD, Foundry, normal. So this character has 41% of everything she can get out of normal Foundry. She needs 3 things from Blast Furnace. I bet y'all get something from this run. Hans and Franz. Yeah, I'll probably clear the whole thing just cause. Looks like there's lots of stuff that I could get, potentially. Farm that for weeks. Run that on my Undead Rogue with Fumigator. Slime Pack. Balance of Power Kingsbane looks rad. A lot of helmets that cover the whole face. Bothers me about helmets. Yeah. I used to really dislike helmets that hid my character's hair, but since I've started having shorter hair on some of my characters, I haven't minded as much. It doesn't seem like such a big deal to have like a hood on my, like on my Evoker, on my Priest. Okay, Foundry's over here. I'm on normal. Let's see what we can get. Shouldn't you be able to see? Maybe they can just sense their surroundings. Yeah, it's pretty silly. Just putting full-on bags of entrails on people's heads. That is true. That is true. Was the shorter hair in your characters at the same time as the shorter hair in Hazel? It was about 3 days before, because I had been struck by the very strong desire to shave my head. And I was giving myself a couple days in real life. Am I... This is the dungeon. This is all wrong. I've made mistakes. Don't judge me. I will not run the dungeon. Even if there's transmog. Nope. Yeah, it was slightly before because I really wanted to cut my hair, but I was giving myself a couple days to find out if I really wanted to do it. And in the meantime, I was exercising my desire to bulge people by by cutting my WoW character's hair. It actually kind of worked. Ma'am, did you not get enough of this place in seasons past? Apparently not. Apparently, I don't know which color of instance thing is for the raid versus the dungeon. Do I have AoE? I have fan of knives. Fan of knives. Oh, I was stealthed. That's why. All right. I haven't been in Blackrock Foundry in ages. I don't think I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna get a bit lost in here. That's just gonna have to be okay. I don't really remember where I'm going. I'm gonna kill more trash than I need to, and I'm gonna get a bit lost. There are zone drops, so there's BOEs that I need. Some slag works. I think I cannot do Blast Furnace until I do a few earlier bosses. I'm just gonna head this way. If I have to backtrack, that's okay. The only way I'm gonna learn this is by running around and taking a look for myself. Are you really sneaking through here? No. The random goal now is Poisoner's Leg Guards. They are rogue only tier, and they are from normal Blast Furnace, or from the tier token from Blast Hand. But, you know, if I get any of this other stuff along the way, I wouldn't say no. Oh, it's so much more loot. It's so much more loot. Also, apparently I have bonus rolls. I'll save that. Oh man, ICC had really conditioned me to expect just 2 pieces of loot. That's awesome. I just got some cannonball loader's grips, some leather gloves that I did not have yet, so that's kind of nice. So I have the legacy raid size set to 25 men. It's because I'm in here solo that it is flexing to 10. This is as much loot as it's ever going to give you on a single player. Am I able to do Thogar? Oh, this used to bug. This used to bug out. I don't remember how I made it not bug. Maybe they fixed it? There's an achievement for killing the 4 ads in a square within 10 seconds. Huh. I might not worry about that for now. I barely remember the structure of this. I did raid this raid when it was current. I was a Shadow Priest. It was peak of shadowy apparitions and crit stacking, and it was a beautiful time. It was so much fun. Yeah, this is the Hans and Franz raid. This is kind of a cool room, but I don't know if it was my favorite fight. I don't know if I'd done it with voice acting on. It's kind of fun. Audio. I do know that Thogar has a lot of very specific DBM sound cues because whenever I do the voice pack, there's always like a huge folder that's just for Thogar effects. I don't think I replaced them because like, I don't know if people need DBM for this anymore. I might have done just out of completionism. I don't really remember. Yeah, no, Hans and Franz made me very motion sick. I don't know if I'm right, but my memory is that I had to sit. I did it a few times, and then I eventually had to sit out because that fight just made me too ill. So great to see you. Hello. Nice to see you too, Nightblaze. There. What could I get from the flame from this guy? You could drop me all kinds of stuff. It's like 4+ items here. Anything? Yeah, I got some bracers. Squire's electroplated bracers. And then 3 other shared appearances, so that knocks a few things off the list. Is there anything good in here? Nope, just 39 Blackrock ore. I don't know where this goes. I guess I'll find out. Is there an elevator that's gonna come up, or? I feel like I shouldn't jump. There was a boat or something. This fight involves some form of a boat. Jump into the water. It's safe, I promise. Oh yeah, it is water. That's right. I have my water effects turned down so low that I thought it was cement. I thought it was gravel. That's funny. I forgot I had my water turned all the way down. I have a perfectly fine PC, but sometimes I turn a few things down just so I can, you know, stream and record and whatever without worrying about my overhead. Like the Deathwing fights because of the movement. What is this fight again? This is Iron Maidens. That's what this was. They have a gun that I could learn. They have an axe called Kolak Na the Blood Feast, which is kind of sick. Hello. Yeah, it's got a heart in it. And then there's also a fist weapon. Lots of weapons. Wow, there's wild weapons in this place. Meow. Kitty, 20 more minutes. Okay. They might jump down now that I've done the trash. Yeah, you used to have to swing back onto the boat. That's right. This was the whole thing. Is there any more RP? Anything else I have to do to activate this fight? You have to kill the scuba guys in the water. Oh, okay. Scuba. Oh, maybe I would have aggroed them normally and I just didn't because I'm too high level. Thank you.
What brutality!
Called Yeah, We've Got Time.
Sorka, this isn't a game. Get down there.
Honeycomb cereal made its way into my coffee while I was making it. Oh. Is this an improvement or is this a tragedy? What did I get? Wow, I didn't need any of those appearances. I don't know why I'm saving my bonus rolls so aggressively, but I am saving my bonus rolls for a blast furnace. So we killed Thokar and Darmak. I need to kill Orgorger. This is just where you pick up the skip quest. I don't think this goes through anywhere. Does it? I don't remember how I leave. Maybe that does go through. Get the ICC random item? I did. I just got it today. My new random item is the Poisoner's Leg Guards, Rogue tier legs from normal Blackrock Foundry. Thus, here. Yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure, is just where you picked up the skip quest. There's like a guy hidden back here for no reason. Remember when they thought it would be funny if the skip was like really hard to get? Yeah, sure. This character is not faster when she stealths, I don't think. Okay. I see, I see. I feel like I'll have to get up top at some point for Orgorger. I don't remember this at all. This was so long ago. Oh, it's Cromog. Cromog had hands. I remember it because if you're fighting Cromog, he claps his hands. And he would like grab you. What are we up to here? I'm trying to get Poisoner's Leg Guards. Can I just fight this boss? They'll be from Blast Furnace. But I guess I'm clearing the whole raid because I need all kinds of stuff anyways. I'm already here. I suppose that could be one of my rules.
Hey, Franz.
Go up the elevator and then straight.
We got a jam. So, go on jam it then. I ain't done jamming it.
Yeah, I figure I may as well, if I'm already in here, I may as well clear the whole place. I am technically after the leg guards, but maybe I'll make a rule where if there's other stuff I need from other bosses, I may as well clear them while I'm in here. Hans and Franz could give me... There's a mace and there's a hammer that could drop on this character. Oh, those are kind of cool too. I don't know if I would mog them, but I guess that's not the point. That's not how mog collecting works. It doesn't matter if you would wear it. Big boss skips. Others currently in the game. Lots of raids have skip quests. Quite a few of them do. I use the Nighthold skip every week.
Your bones will be crushed to death.
There we go. Stamp resolution. No luck with the Mog from that. We also could do Flamebender and Chromog. Question is, can I Mog it? Not, will I Mog it? Oh, that's good. I wonder if people think this is a German accent. I have specific memories of one of my guildies on a bear tank, or maybe a boomkin, accidentally pulling extra trash in here and getting us all murdered. I feel like that happened. What could Flamebender give me? She's got the tunic, she's got the chest piece from the tier, she's also got a dagger, and she has shoulders that are kind of cool. Well, they're all right. No luck. It's gonna be more gold than ICC was though, because I'm getting a lot more loot, and these things vendor for like you know, 4 to 8 gold instead of just 2. So I guess I'm going to be kind of loaded. Oh, it's an Austrian accent. I see. I do remember not liking that boss. I don't remember what Flamebender Kargaz did, but I think it hurt. Kromog has bracers, a dagger called Fang of the Earth, and then the rogue helmet. What does the Fang of the Earth look like? Yeah. Oh, I got the helmet. I got the tier helmet. Poisoner's helmet.
Where are the attackers now?
She looks cranky. How do you think she eats lunch? You have to take the whole thing off. Can't eat nothing. Ay. Orgorger, Gruul, Blast Furnace, and then Blackhand. I really did the thing that I needed in the very opposite direction. Nobody wants Blackrock ore, do they? Not sitting at 5 mil for nothing, am I right? Mm-hmm. You hear that? Can I help you, honey bun? We did hear it. How do I randomize something on all the things? If you type /ATT Random, you can change your search filter to see if you want it to give you an item or if you want it to pick like an instance or a mount or something for you. And then you press the button underneath it to roll. You might need to open up the main window first. Blends into slurry drinks through straw. Okay. There was a... elevators over here. Elevators over here. We can definitely do Orgorger next. Does he have anything cool? Orgorger was a fun fight. It was a little annoying to do at the time, but the concept was really cool. He's got an acid edge gut ripper. There's a lot of cool daggers in this place. I feel like daggers are wider used than you think they are because a lot of casters can mog them. That's why we're here, because of the ATT command. Get it now? It's a fun game. It's a game that can give you quick wins, and it can also torment you for a long time. It's entirely possible that... I guess I don't know if there's a guaranteed token at the last boss. If there is, then that might help me. Orgorger first. But it's entirely possible that I could have to run this for weeks to get the thing that I'm after. I, like, don't remember. That's where Blackhand's gonna be. That's the elevator. Was it not this way? It must not have been this way. I guess I'll kill some trash. I'll find my way around eventually. Wonder if that thing is poison's auto-equipped. Oh, speaking of. Bane collectors, because many are on rogue-only loot tables. Chance of a quest item for your class lets you pick a token of your choice. Okay, so it's not a guarantee then. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll go downstairs. Maybe Orgorger's down here and I've just forgotten. I kind of thought this was just a blast furnace. How many rogues do you have? 1. Just the one, I think. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at all this. Okay, I remember now. For some reason, I thought it was just blast furnace down here. I totally forgot there was other stuff. Okay, alrighty. Orgorger first. Yeah, I only have the 1 rogue. So, if that is the one thing that if all the things random... It's funny, what if it had given me a piece of mage tier? I would have had to have leveled a mage. Well, because it's time for Hazel to make her mage. Orgorger's got the dagger. Gruul has just one thing, it's a sword. But I love excuses to make more and new alts, and I like that for this stuff. It doesn't really matter how good their gear is. Ripsy's only 372, but that's plenty enough for this. Yeah, I don't currently have a mage or a monk. And I don't really have a Death Knight leveled up either. So I'm gonna need a few more ults. Surely this guy was called George. Oh, and he must have been. I don't remember, though. I don't remember. It was so long ago. There he is. And like... Any look? Oh yeah, there we go. We got the dagger I wanted. Nice. Acidic jaws. It's an item that I'll never have to farm again. Oh, hang on. Acidic jaws isn't a dagger. It's a helmet? Oh, you know what? It's the poisoner's helmet, but it's for non-rogues. So that lets my druids wear that beautiful helmet that I'm definitely gonna cherish. Yeah, that's the maze boss. How many mages died before Dragonflight? 2. I had a human mage and I had a Nightborn mage. But I will be very happy to level a new one from scratch, even if it ends up being a human or a Nightborn. I feel like I need a chance to learn to just pick one spec and to find an easy version of it that I can use just for farming and life. I mean, Arcane, I guess they'll all have Arcane Explosion, right? I don't have to be an Arcane Mage to farm instances with Arcane Explosion. Oh yeah, I had a Mechano Mage too, that's right, 3. I forgot about Sally. Yeah, she's gone too. Frick. Scroll, I need 1 item from you. Poor Mushroom Grandpa. Yeah, it's funny, I have the Mage Tower mage armor, because I did Mage Tower and a mage, I just don't currently have a mage. No luck there. Alright, it's Blast Furnace time. I feel like this is going to be kind of slow, but that's alright. How much am I missing overall? Wow, I need 500 more items from Blackrock Foundry? Oh my gosh. Man, mod collecting's a big project. That's a lot. That's just from Blackrock Foundry. Mind you, that's for all classes. That's account mode. You need 1,000 for ICC. I know, right? But I thought ICC was kind of a special case because of the way it was segmented out. I guess this one has LFR too. Oh man, make it go away. Was this a good raid? Yeah, I think it had great fights. I didn't like it as much because it's kind of depressing in here, but it's depressing in a lot of raids. They're not usually happy, sunshiny, fun places to be. Some of them are. Heimel was lovely. Heimel had some outdoor areas. I enjoyed that Heimel kind of had like a patio. Appreciated that. All the things works out of the box. It is helpful to go into the settings to opt yourself into or out of different things that you may or may not want to collect. And then I also like having a couple of keybinds set up for it so I can bring up the windows as needed. But generally speaking, it's not one of those things you have to configure super carefully. So this had something to do with you take a bomb and then you bring it to the door and then you take a bomb. Do I have to bring it to the other door? Or do I only have to break one door? I do not remember. I used to farm this. Oh no, I blew up. Did I miss it dropping? The helmet from ICC dropped. Totally raid a Happy Sunshine place. Just kick over kids' sandcastles. You have to break both doors. Oh, good. Bring an engineer next to the door. Okay, okay. Yeah, that sounds familiar. More trash, please. This was a cool fight at the time, but bit of a mess. Okay. If you could come with me, please. How did I get a bomb already? I broke one door. I don't know if that was a good idea. Find out. I mean, it would be pretty funny if I managed to wipe myself. Yeah, this is much better. What did I roll this time? Poisoner's leg guards. Rogue only tier legs that drop from this boss on normal Blackrock Foundry. I'm picking random items and all the things and pursuing those items in particular, but I'm also full clearing the instances while I'm at it just to kind of clear up some extra stuff.
It is free. Warlord, we have failed.
This thing's got a snatched waist. Alright, I'm gonna loot it. Whoa! I don't even need to bonus roll. I got them twice. I got the legs I needed, and they dropped twice. Alright. Woo! Yeah, I guess I'll roll. And then it gave... Oh, I got some boots and I needed the Mongo too. Why not? Easy. I'm gonna do Black Hand, because, like, why not? I'm sure he drops me stuff, right? Black Hand can drop... Here, let's filter it down to this particular character. Yeah, the token could give me 2 pieces. There's also a sword, and then there's a pair of generic leather legs that I could get from him, so... We've cleared this much. We may as well go kill Black Hand. There was probably a better way for me to get back there. No sound. There should be some sound. Oh, all the things. I see. Yeah, no, I keep the all the things sound turned off. What if you roll a Mage Tower appearance you don't have yet? That is a project. I don't know if I would go do it or not. I'm kind of in the mood to farm instance Mog mostly. But maybe that would be a fun challenge. Do another random first in case it's on this boss. True. /ATT Random. Alright, my next quest. Oh, hang on. Sorry, that doesn't count because I had it on rogue only stuff. I forgot. You have to turn it onto everything first. Huh. Leggings of Unrelenting Blood. Once again! Leather. ICC 10-man heroic Sarfang legs. Alright. I'll write them down. Looks like we're back in ICC. Poisoner's leg guards are a check. Unrelenting Blood. They're just generic leather legs. Pity if you get one of the Pandaria dungeon weapons. Unrelenting Blood. 10-man heroic ICC leather. Alright. I knew you missed spending all that time in ICC. Couldn't be done yet. I guess my rogue and my demon hunter both have yet to run ICC this week, so they could do it on 10-man heroic to try to get those legs. Really wants you to get leather, I know, right? I mean, there's always more. Okay.
You're the dogs who have been
He could give me all kinds of stuff.
my foundry. Step forward.
I was looking at my bars trying to find Shadow Step and I just like ran to him the old-fashioned way before I did it. And you look. I don't know what I want here. Okay, so you got the essence of the iron. I got the wrong ones. I can't use those because I'm a rogue. And then I bonus rolled gold. Yeah, that's Paladin, Priest, Warlock, and that one's Warrior, Hunter, Shaman, Monk. So no luck there. Let's take her home. Or we'll take her to Dalaran. Sense that you're likely to roll other plate. That is true, actually. Those are 2 armor types that I'm missing a lot of. Never leaving ICC. Yeah, they'll be... The randomness will... It will not show you an item that you already have. And it will be specific to your all the things settings. So it's not going to show me to do like a... It's not going to show me something that I'm not already looking for. It's kind of a nice way to get a little bit of direction if you're feeling overwhelmed by the possibility of getting anything in all the things. I should leave. It's almost noon. My earphones are going to die. But 10-man heroic. What if I'm on a hot streak? What if he just drops those legs?
See you around.
Do it. Coward. So, raid difficulty, heroic, 10 man. It feels weird going into ICC not on 10 man normal. It's not like I was committed to getting everything out of 10 man normal, but it kind of felt like that's the way it was going. The boss is Sourfang, so I don't technically have to clear the whole thing. I might clear the whole thing just to kind of, just because I'll already be in there. It feels weird to do just half a lockout. And I'm sure there's other stuff that I'll need. So, Unrelenting, leggings of Unrelenting Blood. Are they cool looking? That's the next question, I guess. So, it was, so we'll close this. Wrath, ICC, 10 Heroic, Sourfang, Unrelenting Blood. At least they're not rogue only, so I will be able to eventually run them on other characters. It's kind of hard to see what they look like. They've got some purple. They've got some green. They're leather pants. He could also give me my Heroic Scourge Stranglers. There is not an ICC skip to end boss. It used to be the case that you were able to lockout share with yourself using the group finder, and I believe they've changed that now, so it no longer works. That's why I make dinner and then wait for it to cool for like 2 hours. Yeah. At least he took it out of the oven and or off the stove. I think it's been a long time since I've forgotten something long enough to like burn it, but it's just real hard to put it down because you're like, well, if I just one-shot this one, then I get to find out what the next farm is. And that one I definitely won't have time to go get started, right? We don't have any links. No links we'll get through in chat. Pet collector can't make the expiration date. Okay, is there anything in here? So 10-man heroic. My rogue, is this for rogue or is this for everything? I think this is for rogue. I think my rogue could get any of these things. She only has 30% of this stuff. So Marigar's got 3 items. Death Whisper's got 4. Yeah, I could get all kinds of stuff. And I'm sure they're all a slightly different color than 10-man normal. No luck there. 10-man really doesn't drop a whole lot of loot. What else is going on today? I think today might be finally the day that I get my acoustic foam installed. It's been waiting. It's been waiting. I wasn't letting myself start that project until after I had finished the Mega Dungeon Guide, but that's out now. So I think I'm allowed to start something. Glad you've not rolled Mount Hydro. There's so much waiting in there. Yeah, I remember doing that one for pets. I got some of the transmog while doing that one for pets. Oh, nice. I needed both of those things. I got leather boots and I got an offhand. Rogues can learn offhands? I guess rogues can learn offhands. All right. What are you starting then? For the bi-weekly Monday video. I want to do a video about sound stuff. Meow. Rogues can also learn guns. I do have band-aids on me. I don't have frost bandages, but I have welder cloth bandages, so I can try Velrithia. Do I need anything from Velrithia? Katie, 5 more minutes. Well, 5 minutes. Velrithia drops. Yeah, she drops the gun. She drops the. Oh my gosh, the heroic version of that helmet. You can never get away from it. Yeah, good solid 5 minutes.
Must be
So much transmog in here. It's funny, you'll have finally gotten a piece of normal and then you forget that of course there's a recolor.
Prepare the skybreaker for an aerial assault on the
I was looking at my Data for Azeroth rankings, and for Mog Collection, I think I'm like rank 25 on Lightbringer.
extraction point within Icecrown.
But I could probably jump up to top 10 with some highly concerted effort. You know, just get like 1,000 items, 2,000 items. How long does it take to farm 2,000 transmogs? I guess the answer is a long time. It's just something about Mog farming. It just feels like any individual item I get, you never have to get that one again. That's on your account forever. Where do you learn how to use ATT? Mostly just practice. I've learned things from my chat. I get tips from chat, and I've used it for years now, and I'll still find out new things about how to specifically use it, because it can do all kinds of cool things. It can mark waypoints of vendors on your map. It can show you other items that share the same appearance of an item. It can do a lot of neat stuff. Gunship could give me the heroic Midnight Sun Dagger, or there's a leather belt as well. Well, I got the belt, and I got Frost Giant's Cleaver, which it didn't say that I needed, but maybe it's just like an... I don't know why that wasn't on the list. I guess I don't know. Maybe just the unique item ID? I don't know, it popped up with pink text and everything. Alright, so this next boss is the one that could drop the leggings that Random has tasked me to get.
Warm wishes to you.
Alrighty.
Let's get a move on then.
Unrelenting Blood. I have not done the Rogue Legendary. Are you coming back to fetch me? Kitty's telling me to turn the game off. Mom, you've been here too long. You had your stream time. You're done now. She doesn't even need me for anything. She doesn't need anything particular from me. She just likes me to stick to a schedule, which is fair. I will kill everything now that I'm already here, because I need, I'm sure, yeah, there's 3. Oh, the marks too, that's right. So I need 2 weapons off of, oh, Windrunner's Heartseeker. 2 weapons off of Lich King, plus, yeah, these marks to upgrade the tier will help too. Okie dokie. I do think that doing all the things random is a good way to learn things like how to get, like if it gave me like a heroic piece of tier that I needed to get the token to upgrade, I think the process of learning that might actually help me. So I got the Scourge Stranglers. I did not get the legs I needed, so I'm going to have to do this again on other characters. I'm going to need to do more leather ICC farming. Night Flame still has a chance this week, because he hasn't run it yet, so he can do it. But that's probably going to have to wait for tomorrow, because I will finish this instance, but then I should really probably listen to my cat and go.
Soldiers, fall in. Looks
Such a
like
good
the
influence.
whole
Gonna need more
regiment
alts, dude.
take another shot.
You were so happy. I don't think I've ever seen you in such a good mood. What can we get? What can we get from... Oh, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Nice, okay. Gutbuster. Gutbuster. It's busting their guts. Yikes. Owie. Hello. How are you?
Lies the body of my only son.
Maybe.
Nothing will keep me from him. I can't do it. Get back on your ship.
We
We'll
go
spare
left.
your life.
The good news is that after enough times of running this, I will eventually be very good at remembering to turn the handles before we head over to Putricide. So, is there a... Oh my gosh, there's a heroic bag of entrails. That one's not as fun of a color. I feel like the green, the lime, you know, Mountain Dew... Hey, I got Gutbuster. Busting their guts. Also the cloak, I needed that too. The green one seemed a little bit more compelling than the orange one, I guess. This one's been mellowing for longer. Two more appearances off the list. Festergut could have, or Rotface could have Lockjaw, which is another mace. Or 10-man normal Malfurion's battle gear. Malfurion's battle gear. Maybe like a druid recolor. Although I thought druid was lasher weave. Maybe there's 2 druid sets. By compelling, you mean repulsive? Like it a lot. Hoped you might start doing this at some point. Primordial Serenite. Am I rich? Does it soulbind? I didn't need those other 2 things that I got. Plate and cloth. I mean, I need them, just not on this character. How is you? I'm good, I'm good. How are you? I'm streaming a little extra late because I have a problem. Because I can't stop farming transmog. And my cat's trying to herd me away from my desk. Yeah, you can learn maces as any rogue. As long as your character can equip the item. As long as your character can equip the weapon. It doesn't matter if the stats aren't good or if it's not something you normally do. You can learn the appearance. If only it worked that way for armor types. Like if only warriors could learn all the cloth and leather and mail. Scary mogs and gnomes look adorable. Alright, Petricide. What do you got for me?
Right away, Your Majesty.
I think that as far as farming tier appearances, I much prefer later raids where they just drop an item that you can right-click to turn into the tier. This is all a bit of a mess. No luck. The token I got is the wrong mark. That's Paladin, Priest, Warlock. That doesn't help me. I'm deleting these pets because I've discovered they're worth basically nothing. Yay for extra long mox grants. Next we've got Blood Prince, Soulbreaker, and some slippers. We need Vanquisher's Marks of Sanctification to get this rogue tier upgraded. On all these characters that I've been farming on, I've gone and purchased their regular set from the vendors at the beginning of the instance, and I stuck them in my banks. So in theory, if I get any of these marks, I should be able to go talk to those vendors in the beginning of the instance and buy it. It should be able to pull from my bank, or at least that's what I was hearing. Which would be nice. Always more stuff. Kitty, how long total do you think we'd have to spend in ICC to get all of this stuff? How many other things could I do instead if I chose to dedicate my life differently? Kind of nice if you could unlock any appearance for your whole account if you looted it on Legacy Loot. It would make grinds like this dramatically faster if just looting it gave it to your whole account. I'd be curious to hear if that would be something that people would want, or if people would think that trivialized it too much. I think I would be excited. I think that it would make me farm a lot more Mog a lot more quickly, and I think there would still be enough Mog to farm in the game, but I think that for people that have really high percentages that have, I don't know, that would be a lot of work against making everything super fast. Yeah. It would make it much faster than it is. I don't know if it would make it so fast it was trivialized. Make me a lot more into Mog farming. Really want to count-wide achievements. Yeah, I don't think that... Well, I guess I don't know if they'll do it. They've done all kinds of things that I used to think they would never do. You want to give me a Soulbreaker and some slippers? Mere Meat, thank you very much for the 4-month reset. Not mere meat at all. Clever meat. Wand and some mail. No luck. No. For a second I thought that was where I had to run, but I'm just lost. Lenethel has the mark. She's also got a... Oh, she's got all kinds of stuff. Dagger, gun, shoulders, and pants. I can't wait reps. Yeah. The only thing that occurred to me about account-wide reps is that if they were going to do that, I would almost want them to limit the... if they made a rep account-wide, as it stands, without any other safeguards, you would be able to just use like 10 alts to do dailies for 10 hours and to grind an entire time-gated rep in one day. And I don't know if I want to live in that world. I would want there to be some kind of safeguard to prevent you from doing that. But I want all my characters to be able to use the stuff that I'm getting. So we got the stake thrower. That's one gun down. Too many things that are time sinks. A lot of people don't have the time. I think it's okay though, because all of these things that are giant time sinks like collecting are completely, totally, thoroughly optional to the game. I think that it's all right for stuff like that to take a lot longer, because if you don't have the time for it, then that's okay. You know, there's nothing that says that it's not preventing you from doing anything else that you might also want to do. Not an easy solution. Yeah. Rep dailies and account-wide locks. That would be a good choice, I think. I would want basically just to have more access to all of the different rewards, or to the different rep levels, to be able to start a rep on one character and finish it on another without necessarily making it any faster to do in the short term. But I would want whatever solution that is to be something very transparent and easy to understand. I think that the locked rep in a week would have to be very well communicated, without, otherwise it's just going to look, I don't know, iffy.
You brought my reinforcements with you. Arise, Argent champions, and serve the
But yeah, as it stands, rep unlocks are like really inconsistent. There are some things that you can get even on another character. Oh, it's a bee wheat. Does anybody want that? Is that like a good item? It looks like it's got the same, yeah, it's a recolor of the stake thrower. It's like a BWE version of it. I wonder if it's valuable. I guess there's only one way to find out. Yeah, so that kicks you. And then she's on cooldown, so we wait. I only have Wielder Cloth. I don't have any other kind of band-aid.
Lend me your aid.
Easy to understand, super important. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's kind of the trap that you fall into when they're making things like this item upgrade system or the crafting system that has all of these different rules and safeguards to kind of help protect players against themselves. Trying to make things useful and valuable while still not being, you know, farmable to a degenerate standpoint. But it's like the trade-off is that it becomes kind of difficult to understand because you have a bajillion different moving parts. I hope the FOMO stuff improves. I don't think it will. I don't think there's any incentive for them to improve that. I think that if you make the more they make a game that people don't feel like they have to play, the more people will just choose not to play. A lot of Dragonflight systems are things that are much less, you're not quite as tied to them as you have been in Shadowlands and BFA and stuff. Like you don't really fall behind to the same extent if you skip a week. And because of that, a lot of people end up just not playing as much. I've heard a lot of feedback of people being like, Dragonflight's fun and stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't ever log in because I don't feel like I have to. Yeah, it's changing to some extent, but I don't think it's ever going away completely. What am I farming? I'm finishing this ICC run to see if I can get any other transmog from the remaining bosses. I kind of figured, oh, she's at 94%. She's almost done. Yeah, I'm finishing this run just to see if I can get anything from the last couple of bosses that I can use. I was in here looking for the leg guards of leggings of unrelenting blood, because that's what all the things random has tasked me with now. Read about people saying everything's too optional, not a bad thing. It's a really interesting kind of game design conundrum that they have these days, where you're never going to win with everybody with that kind of thing. You're never going to win with everybody. And it's hard to say what like the correct choice is for them to do. Oh man, I probably should have brought that other kind of band-aids. Where do you get that window with the items? It's an add-on called All the Things. Can I just give her my tea? My vial? I might be out of luck, actually. I might not be able to fight her. She's at she's at 85%. Acid Burst. Because she's got this dot that ticks down. Paladin's 447. Don't feel like I have to play him. Nothing to improve. Yeah, this season in particular, I feel like it was very easy to get characters to a place where they felt like they were done. Which has been a lot of fun for me, because I've just been playing alts and doing other stuff. But I can see how for some people you would be a bit bored or a bit out of, you know, content, kind of. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for that acid burst to fall off, because it totally can. And then I'm going to bandage her again. All the things. All the things. I think I might have a command to it. There we go. Did she get acid bursted again? She did get acid bursted again. Just got back. Yeah, I didn't bring the right bandages. I'm on heroic this time, and I kind of mistakenly thought I could get away with this in heroic 10-man. I'm going to try and time this. I'm going to try and wait for the acid burst to fall and see if I can just get away with like a quick little... if I can snipe it. There we go. Worked! Woo!
Sarah grants me the favor to lay these foul creatures to rest.
I would... I'll get her some frost weaves for next time. Okay. Oh, I needed both of those things. I got lich wrappings and I got the gun. I got the heroic 10-man gun. So that's one that's one thing off the list. That's nice actually. That could have potentially driven me nuts. Finally parked my main with it, feeling like I'm shooting myself in the foot for not playing it. The only place that's a big problem is heroic 25. Hope that happy that Velrathi gets to chill in Dragonflight, living her best life. Is she in like Veldraken or something? Have I missed this? Where is she? I'm in big favor of dragons getting vacations, especially when they've had a hard time. She's an ancient bow next to Atharius. Oh. Is she the one that's like worried about him being depressed, or is that a different questline quest giver? I'm curious about that gun. I don't think she talks, she's just there sleeping. Okay. Well, that's good then. Look, I'm glad somebody's worried about that one quest giver, but I'm glad that she gets to nap. Get it done the first round with Heavy Frostweave and Heroic 10. Experiment. Didn't keep that record. Oh. I'll have to mess around with it. So I'm hoping for leather bracers, leather gloves, or if she wants to give me my Vanquisher's Mark, not just Conqueror's Mark, then I can upgrade some tier. So I guess you can take the Vanquisher's Mark and you can upgrade any piece of tier that you like. Sounds true. I can't believe I already have 25 minutes left on this. I've really gone over today. 3+ hours? Who is she? I know, right? She's a little bit addicted to mock farming. That's a protector's mark. That's no good. I didn't do any of those things. Hands, alright. Lich King could give me one. He could also give me a mace and a crossbow. You can use any of the bandages without being a tailor. They don't require tailoring to use, just to make. But after this, I really do gotta go. It's not one of those nights where I can procrastinate all day and then do stuff after dinner, because I've got raid night tonight after dinner. I'm hoping that we do... If I get really lucky today could be... It could be the day that my Evoker gets her legendary item. If we do Heroic Sarkareth tonight, which I'm expecting that we will do... I didn't skip last week, so I haven't skipped any bad luck protection, so it's possible. Possible. Alright, hello. I am prepared. Please bring him down so he can give me a mace and a crossbow, please. I do have Invincible already. Not good, but will be, I believe. I believe I'll get it eventually, because they had mercy and put bad luck protection in. I don't know if I'm convinced it'll be today. I think I accidentally used all my luck on a 100 roll for something before Sark. No drop for me. Oh, congratulations. I've seen in pugs, I've seen dueling 100 rolls where they have to like re-roll it. I'll be in bed. I told you. I expect that yell to wake me up. Fuller is pretty cool. I like her boots. I like that she has 2 belts right here. The less powerful tier to purchase the normal than the heroic? No, you're totally fine. I stuck the less powerful version in my bank. I'm hoping that's sufficient for me to be able to upgrade the stuff. Yeah. Now it's all super helpful because this is all very complicated and I don't know anything. I don't know very much of it. There's a 100% chance that there's a possibility that it might drop, maybe. There's a 50% chance we either get it or we don't. Nice to see this place hasn't changed. Some things stay the same. I guess we can turn dialogue off. I'm sure we've heard his speech enough. 6-man Mythic Plus sounds interesting. Having the extra roll for support spec sounds really fun. I think it would be kind of cool if there was the player base to support it, but I don't know if I'd want to, well, I guess I have enough friends right now that are very active in playing. I think I have enough people in my guild that are looking to do keys. Yes. I'm sorry. I know I keep saying I'm almost done. I have enough people that we could probably field 6-man groups, but I don't know. I don't know if I like the idea of the group size getting bigger, but also I don't know. I'm glad that I don't have to make any choices about the game aside from what I want to do in it. I'm kind of really happy that I'm not a game dev because it looks stressful. This is the much more nice job to have where I just get to go, I wonder if they made the right choice. We'll see. Meanwhile, just looking for my millionth piece of transmog. Literally always looking to do keys. All right, buddy. Any loot for me? Oh, I guess we're not finished yet. There's more harpy. She's got 6,000 gold too. Those are the wrong marks. Chop his toenails. Get him. How long does one run take? In Mythic Plus or of ICC? Somewhere in the range of 25 minutes. Probably for either of them. There we go. What do we get? We got an extra Wicked Soul, which I can try and sell, but I don't know if it's going to be worth a whole lot. I got one of the fist weapons I needed, actually. I needed one of those. We got the Heroic Pugius Fist of Defiance. Nice. No Vanquisher's Mark, eh? Nope, no Vanquisher's Mark. Alrighty. Well, I guess she can go home. She can go home. Yeah, I think 20 to 25 minutes for an ICC clear seems about accurate. Clearing everything, not skipping anything. This one might have taken a little longer because I was kind of dithering on Valrathia for a while with my band-aids. Okay. Oh, so many things I can clear up. I want to know before I go if this is, if these are like common or what. What is it worth? Any of them up? There's none of them up right now. Do I have to turn on TSM? I think I have to turn on TSM. Worth it to level pets to 25 before selling? Okay to sell them fresh. I never bother. I probably should. It might make it easier to sell them, but I never bother. Clearly epic. It's looking like region market value average is about 300 gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and say not worth it. I guess if anyone wants it, I'll post it for 45. Oy. Man, It was like a BOE. I thought it would be worth something. Maybe it shares an appearance. Oh yeah, before we go, because I have a problem. One more Foreman Thistle Nettle swipe. One day he's gonna give me my gloves. So many people do Invincible. Most ICC manga's cheap. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That would check out. I bet the Wicked Soul isn't worth very much either. All right, buddy. Any gloves? Nope. Okie dokie. It's always next time. That was 96 attempts on those gloves yet. I'm almost unlucky. Want stuff out of my inventory at this point? I'm right there with you. I am a chronic underpricer. Especially because I'm like, well, I didn't pay anything for it. I just got it for free. 5 gold. I have rarity tracking the attempts. I had to manually add that item. It doesn't track it by default. I had to go in with the item ID, but I figured it was worth it because I wanted to know how many times I'd tried for it. I am going to wrap up the show for today. We've been live for 3 hours and 28 minutes. I shall be back tomorrow, and I have a feeling Night Flame will be delving into ICC tomorrow to see if he can get those light guards instead. I appreciate your company. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.